Welcome back, everyone.
He said, good to see more of the Goryonan in Brunkhollow.
Wow, that's a lot to say. Yeah.
Better they are prepared, so their disappointment when I take from them what they've failed to protect is all the greater.
And it kind of...
Oh my god, I'm gonna drop it.
Okay, I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Noise.
I gotta roll again. What?
Oh my god. Oh my
Come
god.
on,
Oh
come
my
on,
god.
come on.
Oh my god.
What? Wait, it's a 9, so then that actually saves, right?
No.
Yes! What happened? What is happening?
What's going on? Oh no! Mess up.
Welcome back, everyone, to Tabletop Notch. We hope you had a wonderful holiday and New Year. We saw some of you during our matinee performance of those old you golds in Lootbox Lair. We welcome Erica back to the table. Good to have
Happy
the full
New Year.
Happy
Happy New
His
Year.
arms are so soft, Anthony.
Yes, just as I intended.
I
Thank
exfoliated
you.
this morning.
Thank you.
Tonight we're going to be jumping back into the Brunkhollow campaign. It always feels like it's been ages. It has been a little while. We had two. It's been a little while. We'll be returning to chapter 14 of Brunkhollow. Ace Adams Rogue took the party into the Downweald on a little mission to find Bison's nephew, his delinquent nephew.
Sorry, her name is a hyphen has the word rogue in it.
Yes, it's Ace Adams Rogue.
Not as this person's rogue.
Yeah.
It's not Adam.
Because she's not a rogue.
We didn't say the story about that?
No.
Where I asked her if she wanted to play a particular class or had a name in mind, and she wrote Ace Adams Rogue, and I thought she was saying the name was Ace Adams Rogue, but she was saying she wanted to be a rogue, so I fucked it up.
Yeah,
But now,
She's not even a rogue.
I know, well that's the idea. I made a whole character. I made a fighter that had all these cool things, and then I was like, I see now. I wanted to be a rogue. I see now,
So
she was like, yeah, this is great.
Oh, Kelly.
So if she comes back as a different character, she can be a rogue instead of an Adams rogue.
Wow.
Love it.
Before we dive into the campaign proper, as always, we do have a little bit of around the horn in terms of announcements, shout-outs. Where should we begin this eve?
Erica.
Well, as we are now streaming live on Twitch, which is a website, you can also find us on other websites on the internet, including Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Facebook, YouTube. Find us on all of the social media platforms and subscribe. Thanks, guys.
So succinct.
The podcast version of this, if you're an auditory person, will go live on Tuesdays. YouTube video will go live on Friday for everyone. But if you are a YouTube member or a Patreon subscriber, you'll get that a little early on Tuesday.
Oh, I just realized what I want to talk about.
Please.
I want to be in charge of Discord. I love it so much. Join the Discord. Unless you want to, Anthony.
fine.
No,
Announcement, flaming roll.
for today, and then I'll hand it back.
Please.
Okay. Discord is the best place in the world. You can find us at discord.com/tabletopnotch. Discord.gg/tabletopnotch. Great. There's fan art. There's discussion threads about the previous episodes, and just a lot of fun D&D related stuff, and it's the best place ever.
Yeah. A couple of very quick shout outs on the Discord. There was some calligraphy of both Matt's speeches and my own done by Spider Wrangler. Those were awesome. And Olive Branch, who always has awesome, did the whole cast
beautiful.
as
Yeah.
that like really
my
cute
gosh.
art style
Oh my
of
God.
theirs.
So cute.
Yeah, so go look at those things.
I will talk about.
As you can see, we gave this a lot of thought before we came on tonight.
New year, new announcements. We have a Patreon. If you want to support, you get lots of cool perks at different levels. You can get as Anthony said, the YouTube video earlier in the week, and it's like real high def, and like you can see our pores. And the real selling point is you get amazing like perks of homebrew things and things that Matt has released, and you get it all throughout, like even from the Peek Beneath the Veil days.
Yeah, well, everything goes back. I can bring up really quickly
Yes, bring it
on the
up.
VTT. There we go. This was the most recent drop, which was, if you've seen us hand out inspiration for Brunkhollow, we basically came up with form-fillable achievement cards as well as examples for all different kinds of achievements that you can offer your players, so for roleplay encouragement and for combat rewards and all kinds of things. So a great sort of tool if you'd like to give some additional flavor to inspiration, which sometimes just feels like a little ambiguous. There's the word I was looking for. Yes.
We now have over 50 members on YouTube, so thank you all so much for those. And I finally know the 2 Spotify subscribers. If you want to get our Notch and Soda episodes that happen once every 4 episoves, they're also for Spotify subscribers. Thank you both, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you for revealing yourselves.
For real.
And I think, we haven't done it in a little bit, so just quick shout outs to Whirling Nerdish, who does the closed captions for YouTube. Constantly working on those. Our mods, Pogodoko and Dude, who are always on the Discord and on YouTube, helping us out in any way that they can. And then the people who are building our wiki. So thank you all so much for all of that extra help. And then merch.
Yeah.
We got merch. We haven't had anything new since a couple weeks ago, but we do have the beautiful Pogodoko designed running baby owlbear.
Running baby owl.
They're very cute.
You've completely
not
covered it up.
Bollocks.
We got it.
There we go.
Embroidered.
Big man, I need a big
Right.
sweatshirt.
It's not printed, embroidered. very
Literally
nice.
embroidered.
It's very nice.
Oh, it's so cute.
Awesome.
Yeah, peruse and enjoy. And
Oh,
yeah.
I loved the Christmas cards that you gave. Because
Oh,
I opened them and like, I can't remember the exact thing, but the little.
The items on the side.
Oh, the sea breeze handkerchief. That was so funny. I love it.
Oh my God, have you not even seen the Christmas
Handkerchief?
card yet?
It's so
Oh.
funny.
Go look at
Yeah.
the Christmas card.
It's very good.
I saw it in the little Samson thing.
Do you look in the
On
inside
the
of
inside
it?
is
I did
so
not.
funny.
Well, there you go.
I usually like to.
Just go look at our merch shop and find it out. tabletopnotch.myshopify.com. That's correct.
My Shopify. My
.gg.com.
.gig.
And then I think that any other final thoughts, folks, before I thank people?
I mean, we nailed it.
I think we
We
crushed it.
collectively.
I really think
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
An
everybody.
auld lang
New
syne.
Year. Twitch, are you really gonna do that to me right now? Hold on, one second. Give me 2
Thought
seconds.
you were talking to Eric.
Oh
Really
no!
doing this right now?
Never.
Bitch, you really gonna give me that auld lang syne?
Okay, we got it.
Got there?
Oh, and we also just hit. I finally realized that we needed a 5-year subscriber badge. So there's a cute little mushroom if you've been a
Oh.
subscriber for
Holy
5
Oh my
years.
god. You guys, that is so cool.
Oh, last thing too for Twitch. We got somehow 5 new slots for animated emotes. So if anybody's ever in the Discord making fan art or anything and you made an animated emote, let us know. We can
That's
put
a
it on
hot
this
perk.
That's so cool.
Animated
Coming in hot.
emotes.
Okay, so thanking people. Here we go. Keys1392 resubscribed. Words of a Mute resubscribed. Sappy Cobra resubscribed. Nerfmaster09 resubscribed. Probably Brian 60 bits. WizRank gave out 5 community subs. Thank you. J Brownie 1000 bits. Spider Wrangler resubscribed. WizRank 10 stream streak. Finnycan 10 stream streak. Baxtalon resubscribed. Dogger3D resubscribed. Finnycan resubscribed. Chimik Burrell resubscribed. Detective Livering resubscribed. Soul Keeper resubscribed. Dane is stinky.
Nice.
Dane is stinky. Resubscribe.
Not Dane is
Hello,
stinky.
welcome.
It's true.
Thorny Gamer resubscribed. Vexelon 1300 bits. Thank you. Mutant Drum 6 resubscribed. Kayvon Clave resubscribed. Wild Me Popsicle Stick resubscribed. Vexelon 100 bits. Castaway Cactus gave out 5 community subs. Thank you. Two Bird resubscribed. Solitaire resubscribed. Thorny Gamers 3 stream streak. Mutant Drumsticks 10 stream streak. Captain Kirk 21 resubscribed. And Mr. Ward 78 resubscribed. And if you subscribe using Amazon Prime, it's for free for the show.
So true. So
Thank you all so much.
it.
Incredible amount of support.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you, Retroactive, we said it before, but thank you to all the wonderful people who tuned in on an off-hour stream for New Year's Eve and hung with us for our Silly Golds campaign.
So dumb.
It's time to get serious.
No.
And return to Brunkhollow. So,
All of my Tootsie Rolls, I was so nervous.
Why? There's no reason to be nervous.
oh, right before we throw it over to the stuff, I guess we should just mention, because we talked about feats in our previous episode of Brunkhollow.
Oh, yeah.
And Doxley has swapped her feat because someone correctly pointed out that one aspect of the sharpshooter feat doesn't apply to thrown weapons. It only applies to ranged weapons.
I almost kept it because it only gets rid of the optional -5 to the hit, but plus 10 to
Yeah.
damage.
The
So I
other
kept
things
it.
it keeps, it still
Yeah,
lets
which
you
is
keep
great.
the throwing range and stuff. So it wasn't bad, but I gave her the option to switch because we incorrectly interpreted that. So Piercer is the new feat. Doxley, Piercer feat.
Okay.
That's exciting.
All right, well then now I'm the only one with sharpshooter, so that's really cool.
I just didn't want to be associated with TC.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
rare.
fair. That makes sense.
You didn't want to huck your javelins real far?
Let's not get too deep. Let's throw it over to the recap, and then it will be the intro, and then we'll dive back in to chapter 14, Brunkhollow.
Please.
Shall we?
We should have.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, wait.
What?
I need to cue it up.
There we
on
go.
my end, too.
Yo,
Here it comes, and there it goes.
One,
There
three,
we are.
3, 2,
And here we go.
1, go.
Yay! Talon.
Previously, on Chapter 13, Abduct Tales. TC stayed up late to pen some mysterious letters and to track down the preacher's tent, but it seemed he'd rented from the goblins, which was a dangerous detour at this hour of the night. In the morning, Ace Adams Rogue arrived at Paramount to pick up the party, and after a chat with a cagey individual in the dining room, a long walk out to the downwheel ensued. Things got complicated when a hive of Kruthiks popped up at a crossing over a river, but with Morna bearing the brunt of their attacks and Ace using her detonating deck to give the bugs a bath, they reached safety and got some advice from a grateful dwarf about where they should go next. Their quarry for this mission was the reckless nephew of Bison, Spencer Stott, and he'd holed up in a mine shaft rigged with alchemical booby traps nearby. Things got quite explosive indeed and more than a bit violent, but eventually he was detained and it was up to Ace to bring him back to his uncle. What had Kayt learned about the new mining game in town? And when it comes to cutting tendons, do old habits die hard in the Gore Onan? Stick around and find out. Chapter 14, Brunkhollow. Get that thing out of here. As she did once before outside the Blood Clan cave, Ace disappears into the downwield, and you take a moment to get your bearings. The smell of toxins and soot lingers on your armor from where Spencer's rigged devices spewed smoke or erupted into flame. A madcap demonstration of alchemical tech that gives you the smallest taste of what unchecked magic might do in the hands of a lunatic. The view from atop this multi-tiered hill is obstructed in some directions, but quite aesthetically open in others. Soil and stone fighting to present as the predominant surface, creating deep cuts and tapered trenches like dried-up riverbeds from a time long past. The wolves that you scattered on your ascent have not returned, but smaller animals are abundant. And it's not just exiting a mine that has the air feeling especially crisp as it dances across the perspiration on your skin. At a couple of hours past noon, it's time for the party to make some decisions about what comes next. It's creeping up on the time that Doxley and Illien were set to meet Kayt for some contract hunting, And given that you're already in the vicinity of the direwolves, you may well beat her to the rendezvous point. For TC and Morna, your primary obligations perhaps lie elsewhere, so planning your return route to town is next on the agenda. So you're just coming out of the cave, you get a brief exchange with Ace, who then sort of disappears between the tree line, and you're sort of sitting on, again, there was like those 1, 2, 3 sort of little plateaus of that cliff, and you're sort of sitting off of the edge of one of those, catching your breath.
TC.
What?
Just things got heated kind of quick in that conversation with Ace, and I do want to say that I really do appreciate you looking for the traps and keeping us safe and all of that. I was, we wouldn't have come out as unscathed as we did without your help, so.
It's always part of the plan, but I appreciate your appreciation.
Of course. Well,
Is anybody moderately curious about what room he was going into before we got him?
Back down in there?
Yeah.
Did we not explore most of it?
we stopped him before he even got to the room. He got one hand on the door, I think, but
It was a closed-off room.
My hair is too singed for curiosity.
I can't say I was very curious now that the job's done, but you sound curious.
Well, he was an alchemist and he was clearly prepared. Maybe there's valuable materials down there?
Is it worth looking and going through perhaps more traps, especially if that's where those important stuff are? Then could be even more dangerous.
We came all the way here.
That's true.
And I've already disabled most of the traps.
Well, I will follow you guys in, as long as we don't spend too long beating up with Kayt.
Morna, don't
What?
fret. You look fretful.
No, not I. Fretful, never. Sure.
If you'd like to stay here and
I can
bask.
I'll keep watch. How's that?
That sounds
And attempt to fix these goggles. Although they may be beyond my expertise.
Did they get busted?
Yes, they look a little cracked.
You know, I'll stay with Morna, but give a yell if something does happen, and I'll be down there immediately.
All right.
All right.
I will also come down.
Wait,
what?
If they yell,
okay.
not I will stay here with
If you don't want to hang out with me, Morna, that's fine.
No,
Oh,
I
you're
would-
staying?
I-
I'll go.
No,
I'll prepare my
apologies. Not Illien, not at all.
Okay.
I
prepare
am
my pipes
Sin.
for the yelling.
Oh, understood. I think if anybody's going to be understanding of us being late is Kayt if we come with an armful of alchemy materials.
That's true.
I suppose that would please her, yes.
TC, you want to hold my hand and lead the way?
T-Seagull starts walking and holds the little hand out at the back.
You're going to feel a dirty boot go into your hand.
Don't forget your torch.
I've got one.
He gets head back up, and sort of up one of those tiers, and there's that little hatch that was there before, right in the center of those 4 pillars. You sort of, once again, lock it into place at a 90-degree angle. See the ladder leading down?
All right, lead
Follow
the way.
me.
Your feet touch down, colder in here than it is outside, although the lack of a breeze makes the air a little stale, a little suffocating. Again, in here, as you start to move down some of these stairwells, you pick up on those scents again. A little bit of soot, a little bit of char, a little bit of sort of noxious gases, not active, but the lingering scent of them sticking to the walls after some of those detonations went off. Somebody has, I think, one of his remaining devices as well. Illien has that in his possession that he took from him.
A grenade or something.
I don't even know.
You retrace your steps, sort of down one hall, then the other. You sort of turn at one point. No, that led down in the direction of sort of the tunnel that he was going through. So take the other direction, a sort of smaller open room, pivot to the left, and you see down the hallway a little ways that wooden door that he seemed to be making a beeline toward at the very end before Ace nabbed him and sort of pulled him, wrenched him free from the spot there. You guys slowly, carefully move up to it.
Stand back. I'm familiar with his traps at this point. Allow me to take a look.
My hero.
Like, go up to the door and like run some fingers along the edges.
Sure. Give me a perception check for identifying traps.
Okay. Perception. That's a cat's asshole. That's a net.
You just showed me your asshole.
You're not sure if something that in the back of your mind, he was running for it so quickly and with presumably the intention to grab it and swing it open that if there was a trap attached to it, he might have been at risk. So you give kind of a half-hearted sweep, but you don't see anything in particular.
Seems fine. I'll try the net and try the handle.
It's a little tough, and then it seems as you pull on it that it's just swollen over time, the wooden in the door frame. So you have to kind of, and it's dragging against the ceiling.
Pull?
Yeah.
Okay.
Managed to get it all the way open. And as you open it up, a little bit of kind of dust comes through. And you look to the inside, which again, in this abandoned mine, this maybe once functioned as like an overseer's office. It looks like there's a dusty sort of splintered desk in the center of the room, some bookcases that have long since been out of use, you know, nothing on them but old broken jars, maybe some spines of books that once had pages within them. And you just kind of give a look around the room.
Acrid.
Seems fairly unused. Investigation checks for both of you. If you're gonna peek around. Do you have a torch lit?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
It doesn't explode or
No.
anything. Investigation. 16.
0.
You're so special. Who's my special investigator?
Two things that T see as he quickly, and you have a knack for looking out for some things that may look like a compartment that's been accessed or some kind of storage. As you go over to the desk, immediately you see as you're holding up the torch that there's one drawer at the bottom where the dust, there's like little imprints on it. It doesn't look like a handprint, but it looks like someone has touched it recently because the dust has been kind of lightly wiped away.
Okay.
And you pull that drawer out, which again is sort of stiff and takes a little bit of effort. And as you peer inside, there's a couple of small pouches that look incongruous to the rest of the environment here in the sense they look like maybe ingredient pouches of some kind. You lightly pull one open, and inside one of them is kind of fibrous, like a white fibrous like gland of some kind. They look like, give me a nature check, actually.
Okay. 5.
5. It looks like almost like a webbing of some kind, like it's almost a little sticky to the touch, but you don't know what it's from. So some kind of webby fiber, a little sticky to the touch.
Okay.
And then the other one that you open up has 2 eyeballs in it, like greenish eyeballs. They're both in little glass things, so it's like a glass vial this big, and there's like liquid and then eyeballs floating in the middle of the jar.
In one vial.
2 different vials. 2 vials.
different
Each
vials.
one has an eyeball. in it.
Okay.
So you find those. You give it a shake and it kind of rolls, like the eyeball rolls back and forth.
Over it. Like, turn around towards Doxley like, seen these before?
No.
They're eyeballs. It was a joke.
The eyeballs, you do not recognize what creature that's from.
Seems like he might have been cooking something up. Don't know how dangerous or useful they might be, but somebody I'm sure might find use of them. He obviously stowed them away here.
They're the iris of the eyeball is like a bright green in color that you can see with the light of the torch. Like they're a very vibrant, like forest leafy green.
They seem small, like not humanoid. Big
They
boys?
seem bigger than a human eyeball. Yeah.
Bigger than
Yes. They seem large.
Okay. Big and green.
Yeah, big and green. Not something that you recognize. You definitely have not seen that before.
I mean, there's been talk of trolls and such.
Looks too small for a troll eyeball. Trolls are big.
It's too small for that, but
So it's somewhere between a troll
and
and a humanoid.
a humanoid
creature.
creature, yes.
That really narrows the scope.
I don't know. Never done much eyeball stew, so I don't know. And then this other one, and I'll show her the fibrous.
That you might recognize. Give me a nature check.
Here we go. Talon, what have you done?
Oh no.
That's a natural one.
Are these Talon's new dice?
Should roll a 2 and a 1 so far. So it's good.
Aww.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're just getting all the bad ones out. All the bad ones out.
There we go. There we go. There we go.
Copium.
Sure.
You take a good hard look at it, and you're like, I think it's like cheese or something. It looks like cheese.
Oh,
Like a brie or something. Something creamy.
right.
Old.
Maybe we'll leave it up to someone else on this one as
Oh,
well.
I'm pretty confident in it.
Okay. I need to stop by Maeve's later. Maybe she'll have use of these, unless you have a better idea for them.
Only if Kayt wanted them. She talks a lot about alchemy. I don't know if she can actually do it.
If I see her first, I'll offer them.
Whatever you want.
I didn't see much of anything else. Everything else seems like a coat of dust on it, and
Yeah, I've just seen a lot of stone. And there's a ceiling.
right.
That's what I've got. I'm not being sarcastic. I found nothing.
I know. Any secret doors or hatches that I?
Give me an investigation check, and don't you have advantage on the ability to
I do.
detect
Come on, baby.
dungeon delver?
It doesn't matter if it's investigation or
What is it? It doesn't have a specification.
sorry.
It's okay.
perception and investigation checks. Okay, yeah.
So,
Oh, jeez, 18 and a 19. Investigation is 22.
great. So as you just move around the perimeter of the room, one thing that catches your eye is that one of the bookcases just looks like it's slightly off of the wall. Like most of them almost seem built into the wall, but this one is slightly off of it. And you come over and you kind of give it a little
Hey, come help me with this.
push. Yep, it seems like it might take the effort of two people.
Yeah, I have a push, pull, whatever.
Move the bookcase aside. And you peer behind, and even before you've revealed it entirely, there's an opening behind the bookcase, and it doesn't go anywhere, but it looks like it was a hiding spot. Like if he could have come in here and then pulled the bookcase back in front, like it's a little nook, and there's even like an unlit small lantern in there that he could like hide there if he needed to. So he may have been fleeing to that spot as a way to obscure himself.
Wily little mouse was this little hidey hole. Unless you see anything else in there.
No.
It's not very big.
You a thief, TC? Was that the family business?
Labels, I find, can be so small-minded. I have looked for my fair share of hidden areas. Does that make me a thief? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, kind of.
All right.
Pretty much does.
I don't think nothing else stands out to me in here.
All right. Well, if we ever need a good hiding spot.
Bit of a deep dive.
I meant more for. I don't like banks. Don't like putting my money in a bank.
You'd put it this deep. Who knows what could happen? Some rock fall or something else setting up shop in here. A beast of some kind.
Okay. Well, if you find a better hiding spot, let me know then.
Oh, well.
Would you care to escort me out?
Right this way.
Starts to work your way back out of the mine. There was a sort of, 5 to 10 minutes there where you guys were above ground. If there was anything you wanted to say, or you can just sort of bide the time.
Morna, I believe I caught that you had said to my sister, thank you for saving you or something. Was that how she ended up getting poisoned?
Yeah, she jumped in front of me when the bomb went off and she took the brunt of the poison. It was very noble.
Well, you should know, Doc, she has a lot of walls, and it's hard to get through those, but the fact that she did that for you is actually, that's something of note. She doesn't jump in front of something like that for anybody. So I find that makes me happy that she has a connection like that with someone here.
Well, I You and your sister have intervened in combat, and I am very appreciative of that.
Sure.
Happy to fight by the side of the Tyrus. Wouldn't want to be on the other side of the Tyrus.
Yeah, me either. We're a mean bunch. But, yeah, especially now they got this longbow and the yickle. I didn't get to use it yet, but
Yes.
we'll get there.
Well, like I said, if you wish to spar, anytime.
Well, yeah, I think you'd totally beat me in a yickle fight. I need to get a bit better first. But if you just wanted to
Yes,
spar, oh, I'm down for that.
No, it is so you get better at the Ikola.
Give me like at least an hour with it and a dummy of some sort, and then I'd feel confident.
You don't wish to be bested.
No, you can certainly best me if it's possible. But I just wanted to be on equal ground. Fair on fair.
Very well. I find I only get better training with someone better.
Well, let's spar first and see how you feel, because we haven't fought each other yet, so we'll see where that standing is.
Very well, Illien.
Cool. I think those goggles are broken.
Yeah, I think they are beyond my skill to fix.
The left eye is pretty cracked. So it doesn't look like it's like completely obliterated. It just seems like it needs a skilled hand. To
Do I have
repair.
any idea who in town might be able to handle that?
Maybe one of the Samson brothers. I mean, if they have some tinkering and repairing. Also, stereotypically, gnomes are known as tinkerers too. So maybe someone in the gnome tents area. There might be someone with that kind of expertise.
You look like a tinkerer.
Any tinkers over here?
Racist.
Yeah.
I know nothing of the sort.
Yeah, never tinkered in my life.
She's gonna switch to Elvish and say, I don't wish to pry, but I heard you mention, or Niall mention the Goryonon. What is that?
I will also switch to Elvish. Your Elvish is quite good. That's a dangerous question, to be honest. It's a bit of an organization of mean people. That's what it is, I would say.
Oh,
Yeah. You heard Niall say that?
yes.
Ah.
He said it when you pulled him from the lake.
I didn't catch that. Well,
Well, yeah, I'm sure you were focused on other things.
yeah.
Again, I don't wish to be rude, but I had not heard the word before, and
What does he say
Notable.
exactly of it?
he said, good to see more of the Goryonon in Brunkhollow.
Wow, that's a lot to say. Yeah.
It didn't seem a secret to him. He said it to me. Well, not to me, but in my earshot.
Yeah. It's an organization. Back in Piran. And that is it, pretty much.
And Illien, saved by the opening of the hatch behind him, he hears the click and emerging as TC and Doxley.
Hi, good to see you guys are safe. Welcome back.
Thanks. Yeah. TC was quite handy down there. Found a couple of things.
I would have called myself a little handier earlier today in there. This time was only a little handy.
Okay.
But handy nonetheless. He used his hands in a very nice way.
Doxley, telling tales out of school.
Can you show them what we found?
All right.
La 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 la.
Morna is gonna make brief eye contact with Illien, like,
Oh!
A couple of eyeballs.
Oh.
And a sack of white goo. Have you seen?
You don't recognize the eyeballs. You can make nature checks to look at the sort of
Webby.
webbing.
14.
14.
nature check?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's an 8.
8. Illien, you may have seen some of these materials coming in and out of the docks as you were working there sometimes. These look like ettercap spinnerets. They're spinnerets. They're like glands. Like ettercaps are a sort of arachnid type creature, and spiders have spinnerets, and so do ettercaps. And these glands can produce a very fine silk, but in addition to that, are used in some alchemical sort of concoctions and tinctures.
Is there any connection between what I heard Cobb, the unknown. Was that his name? Cobb?
Which?
The gnome that I went to go talk with at the well. Mm-hmm. And he said, there are spiders down there. Would there be any connection like, that could be the same?
There
thing?
could be ettercaps down there. Yeah, I mean, that's not out. They hang out in sort of underground areas, certainly. They could be around spiders as well, so that wouldn't be unusual.
Oh, got you. Okay, great.
They aren't spiders,
exactly,
but they hang around spiders. That would be
cool.
strange.
So she.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you were going down there to find something for Kayt, and she knows alchemy, that would be useful for her. It can be used in some alchemical as an alchemical reagent, or maybe someone who makes nice clothes.
Huh.
Maybe.
Quite useful.
Some nice silk or something.
All right. I mean, two of you plan to meet up with Kayt at least, don't you?
Yeah, sure. I'll be happy to take it to her.
Do you mind if
Unless you guys had another plan for it.
Do you mind if I keep the eyeballs?
Sure, I have no idea what those are. That creeps me out.
Right. And I'll
The
hand
eyeballs.
over the eyeball. Keep my peepers peeled.
And then that's all you found was a bag of this and the eyeballs?
And possibly his little hidey hole that he was trying to skitter into.
Yeah, it was less of an alchemist stash and more of a hiding spot.
Oh, that's too bad.
Dusty
I
little
suppose it
hiding
is good
spot.
that you looked.
Maybe these will be my fortune. Probably
The
not.
lack of like a full alchemical setup in there is not surprising. Based on what Ace said, he left Brunkhollow kind of in a hurry when he found out that Bison was looking for him, so he might not have taken all of his belongings with him.
Honestly, those goggles there, after a little working on them, might be the most fruitful thing that we got from here.
I think we will take them to the Sampson brothers, or if they know of a tinkerer.
Yeah, was there money involved in this whole thing?
Yes,
We were supposed to get money, right?
from Bison.
All right.
They didn't say how much, but hopefully a good amount.
She said more than the last time.
Oh.
So.
Do you think you guys can get back to Brunkhollow safely?
Are you worried about me?
Always, TC. The way you carry yourself worries me a lot.
I think that we will be just fine. Although we will have to find another bridge back.
Yes.
You could pay the copper that
The
Dale
tin-
had.
Yeah, the Clinkers Bridge.
Yeah.
I believe that is the best way.
Probably where we'll go. Good luck. I worry about you and your endeavors as well.
Like I said, 4 wolves on my own, no problem. So I think this will be easy.
You know the exact number of wolves that are going to be out there?
No, but I think if there are 4, I could take that on my own. So if there's more and we have Kayt and Doxley, we'll be fine.
All right. 6 wolves.
Yeah, true.
Do y'all want to have dinner tonight?
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, I need to speak with the Monteros. That's pretty. I need to get that done, but I would be happy to.
All right. Maybe we'll bump into each other at the lodgings. Have dinner.
We might even beat you back. We're pretty quick.
I've no doubt.
Good luck.
You as well.
Thank you.
Get back safe.
Go your separate ways, sort of scooting down the hillside there. You guys have a moment to think about. I'll say this as well. Within Kayt's letter, which was actually Daphne's instructions by proxy there, what you're looking for is there was like a meeting spot that was identified as a place to sort of start your hunt for the dire wolves. And you're looking for kind of a cluster of tall, thin trees that are identifiable because they kind of grow at a 70-degree angle. There was some kind of earthquake or something that sort of upheavaled the ground, so they're kind of tilted. So you're looking for kind of a patch of tall, tilted trees. That's sort of your meeting spot that you're looking for.
Perfect. Off to the eastern downwield we go.
Here we go. Don't forget I've got that intel from that fella that we saved.
Ooh, speaking of... Dire wolf intel from Mr. Dale.
A lot of words.
Does it have anything
Doxley's
good
like,
on it?
oh, God.
Doxy's like, I haven't read this yet because it looked like
It's just-
too much.
It's a lot.
Does it have anything good on it?
Let's see. Give me a moment. Notes on eastern downwield wolves. 2 alphas identified. Dispatching both should sufficiently scatter the remaining wolves. Packs respond quickly to strong scent. Fresh kill as bait. Bigger is better.
Okay.
Essence of awful. We've used that before.
Do you still have some?
No, I only actually bought the one that attracts flying creatures, not the mammals or whatever.
Okay.
The other one was essence of chum, which is like old fish remnants, or the smell of fish remnants. Yeah.
This man saw the alphas squaring off, growling and snarling, but wouldn't engage, lure them into a fight against each other. Might still require intervention to encourage conflict. Additional paw prints identified in the area, not wolves, large cat. Oh, jeez. Lion, panther, displacer beast.
Oh my This is getting more exciting.
We're sure this is a tasty, more. Interconnected networks of dens and tunnels, better to lure them out. Find an open area where additional wolves can't employ hit and run. Good spots, small lake surrounded by reeds, ? Plunge pool by the creek, ? Abandoned goblin camp, ?
Oh, is this down by where we saved Niall? Is that maybe the same lake? I don't know.
You guys were very far from
Oh,
that.
never mind. I didn't even say that.
Presumably that's not.
Alright, this is a lot of good information, but also...
Okay, that's great. No.
Displacer based?
Yeah. Okay, so bait, lure them into open area, have them fight each other perhaps. A lot of good opportunities here.
Alright, so if we see a large creature that's not much of a threat, a deer or something, maybe we kill it?
Yeah.
Alright. Okay.
Cool.
Here we
So
go.
as they're sort of musing over the scouting report there that they got from Mr. Wentworth, we're going to pivot over. And your departure from the company of Chase Langley has left you with much to consider. He's a fleabag, like you. But it seems he made quite a few preparations in advance so he could hit the ground running. And running he is. A marathon to secure a brighter future for himself. And an offer to have you join in the race, should you have chosen to do so. Being only partially privy to the morning plans of the others, you can't be sure that your companions will arrive precisely at your suggested hour. So you take your time, moving through the forest. And it feels good to do so. The wilds are no place to let your guard down when traveling alone, but the elven blood that flows through your veins is sated here. A better spot than your bedroom floor at Paramount to kind of meditate. Seek some clarity of mind. As you navigate down a rocky outcrop, using some branches and kind of brush to slide and brace yourself down, your feet have only just found level ground when you hear something moving between the trees. And you can scarcely acknowledge the disturbance before a figure has emerged to point an enormous crossbow at your chest. A person moving so quietly at a distance of less than 10 to 20 feet that it doesn't surprise you to see that he's a fellow wood elf. Mask of the Wild indeed, moving quickly and quietly through the trees. He has long, flowing brown hair and very high cheekbones and a stubbled chin. But much of his body is hidden behind the oversized weapon in his hands. He has an overhand grip with the stock against his hip, the way that someone might hold like a battering ram, but he's holding this crossbow against his hip. The crossbow has 2 sets of limbs and a pair of triggers down by his right hand, allowing for 2 shots to be fired before needing to reload the hefty bolts that are fitted into the grooves, looking like they could pin a buck to a tree trunk.
Oh my god.
He takes a couple steps forwards and kind of gets in the way of your path, and he looks you up and down, and he seems to have the same immediate not recognition, but impression that you have, which is sort of a fellow wood elf out here in the woods. And he sort of gives you a kind of curious look up and down. You move effortlessly through the Weald.
Thanks.
Are you a bison miner? Or perhaps one from the prison?
Just a recent flea bag. Out and walk.
And he kind of wheezes for a moment. And he takes one hand off the crossbow and quickly reaches into sort of an interior pocket of his jacket. He takes out a small glass bottle that you look at, and it looks like there's nothing inside. It looks empty. But he pops it open, and he throws the bottle to the side. It kind of just rolls across the forest floor, and it looks like that sort of sates his heavy breathing. Give me an Arcana check.
Ooh!
Guys, come on.
New dice.
Careful.
Oh no.
Come on, Talon. 9.
9.
The contents of the bottle, if there are any contents at all, are not something that you recognize. But again, it seemed like he almost was sort of having an asthmatic sort of reaction, and the whatever was in that bottle, whatever air was contained within there, sort of soothed that for a moment. Look at me. And he looks you in the eyes, and he holds that for a long time.
Kayt's not gonna blink. Her eyes are gonna start to water.
I believe you. And he kind of straightens up, and he keeps the crossbow pointed in your direction, but he takes that hand off of it. So now it's just kind of resting against his hip, and he has the other hand kind of loose. Tell everyone you know, Ramo Klein is out here. Better they are prepared, so their disappointment when I take from them what they failed to protect is all the greater. Give me a history check.
Oh, so many questions.
What?
I'm gonna use a different dice. Just in case. Oh, damn it! It's a 9 again.
The name does not ring a bell to you, Ramo Klein.
Fudge.
I take from them, but not from you.
Thanks.
He sort of hefts the crossbow up, and now he holds it kind of up on his shoulder, holding the butt of it in his left hand so that it rests against his shoulder. I am not a good man, but I am good. Sin to win, Woodwalker. And he disappears between the trees.
He's gonna kind
For a
of.
moment, you can kind of hear his footsteps, and then he's gone. Just like that. Appears and disappears in just an instant. Wow.
Kayt's just gonna kind of stare in the direction that he went off and be like, just like mutter to herself, like, Brunkhollow, man. Weird. I feel like she has no idea what that man just said, but we'll keep it like, we'll lodge the name.
The name
Yeah.
sticks with you. I mean,
Ramo
that's sort
Klein.
of Ramo Klein, R-A-M-O,
Yeah.
Klein, K-L-E-I-N. Ramo Klein.
Is that a kind of crossbow like I would have seen before?
You have not seen that particular one. I mean, it looks like a heavy crossbow, and it's like a dual action heavy crossbow. I mean, it can fire 2 shots before you need to reload it.
And what was he like? What was he dressed like? Just like
He was dressed in rather simple garb. He had sort of leather armor, a leather kind of chest plate, and a heavy cloak that was sort of. It wasn't camo, but it was obviously dark green in color with some sort of accents to it that made it difficult to see in the woods. Like it seemed to be a man who stays out here in the wilds intentionally to obscure himself.
okay, and Kate's gonna make a mental note just to kind of ask around about that name.
Yeah.
Mention that he's around.
The name feels like you might have heard it somewhere, but you can't place it. You can't sort of remember where you might have heard that before.
Okay, that was crazy.
Your trek continues. You now follow Daphne's directions instead of Mr. Langford's, which to her credit are better organized and include several indicators of veering off course, something that's very easy to do when you aren't walking along a riverbank or passing through an open field. There are a few moments where you play it safe and you wait for some larger animals. There's a moose in one instance, an aurochs in another, to finish grazing rather than try to slip around them and risk spooking the beasts. You're not in any kind of mood for any more surprises, so you step very lightly, and you avoid just hurrying for hurrying's sake. You're not really on any kind of strict timeline at the moment. Eventually, you crest a small ridge, and you see, 100 feet or so in the distance, some very thin tree trunks that sprout up askew to the majority of the surrounding trees. The starting point as described by the Mercall contract. And to your mild surprise, Doxley and Illien are already hovering nearby, their blue skin clashing with the gray stone formations rising up around them. So you see them in the distance. Before you sort of, take off and move toward them, you give a quick look around just to make sure there aren't you're in wolf territory
Right,
now,
right.
so you're being careful that you don't sort of spook any of the animals here.
And
Do
you
they?
see them all.
How do they look? Like, do they look like they've been?
Give me a
through
perception
it?
check.
Okay.
We're playing this game.
They look like they're having fun.
They look like they're having a blast.
Okay, there we go. 26.
26.
Oh.
There definitely
Wait,
is
doesn't
some
matter.
fresh kind of, not scrapes, but some like soot on Illien's set of armor. Doxley's javelins look like they've seen a little bit of action. Like it looks like they've been in a fight since the last time you saw them. They don't look in terrible, like they don't look gravely injured, but they look like they were in a scuffle since you last saw them.
Oh, gee. Hey there.
Ah, look who shows up. Who, well, look who shows up is what I was trying to say.
Y'all look like you had an eventful morning.
Yeah. How about you?
Yeah, kind of more eventful than I thought it would be, to be honest. But I'm excited to see you guys and to
Attack
Get
these
some-
wolves.
get some jobs done here.
Yeah,
Yeah. You ready?
I think so. I don't know what kind of directions you have. We met someone who gave us some like information about these wolves and how we could maybe go about.
Oh, that's a lot of words.
Yeah.
That's what I said, if you want to read it. But it
She looks at it, she's like, let's just wing it. I don't want to read this.
ultimately it sounds as if these wolves might be in caves, there might be 2 alphas, we might be able to pin them against each other. Bait might be a helpful resource.
There could be other large cats or something.
Yeah, they said displacer beast ? Which I don't like.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot of larger animals around here. I mean, we could take one down and place it strategically, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Yeah,
I
just
mean-
any kind of game.
This seems a little complicated.
Well, the note seemed to it seemed like Dale's plan before he was thinking he could do it was to pick, scout out one of those open areas, pick the one you like best, and then leave some kind of bait
Great,
there, a
okay.
carcass of an animal, or if you still had the essence of offal, and some kind of bait, kind of wait for the wolves to show up,
Yeah.
and then either attack them or see if you could pit them against each other in some way. That seemed to be his general
Yeah.
strategy.
Called you a
Does that
bitch.
go along with what your friend Daphne had mentioned?
I mean, this sounds like as good a plan as any.
Great.
I also want to let you guys know while we're here, I am looking for something. Then maybe you can help me. Just keep your eyes peeled. I'm looking for something that might help me get in with Maeve, our favorite lady.
Yeah.
Illion's like, yep, I'm on board. How do we do that?
She's all I think about these days. It's a fleece mane lion fur.
Oh. We could probably find one. Maybe it's one of those big cats mentioned. Do we just kill
Oh,
one of those?
2 for
too?
1?
Yeah, do you do that as well?
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen one in the wild before, but its fur should be sparkling, real pretty like, white, silvery. So if you see something like that,
Sounds hard to miss.
tap me on the shoulder.
Why
Okay.
does an alchemist need lion fur?
Maybe if Maeve likes me, she'll tell me these things.
Ah.
But first I gotta get him to her.
So, how much do you know about alchemy? Like, is that something? Do you practice alchemy?
No.
Oh, the only reason I ask is we found this, and I have the Ettercap glands. I'm like, I know that these are used in alchemy, and so I don't know if they're useful to you.
Do I recognize them?
Give me a
For
nature
what they
check if
are?
he doesn't say what they are.
It's not like... Yeah, I don't have like a description of what they look like.
I'll say you have a loose description. It sounds
Okay.
like Ettercap spinnerets, which again was on that list. That
Oh, shit! Thank you. It's like,
Yeah, maybe this will help with Maeve.
oh, yeah, actually, I think this will be really helpful, combined with some other things. Thank you. I'm gonna, gingerly place it in my
it's in
backpack.
like a little pouch. That's
Yee.
perfect.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Happy surprises.
What a nice gift.
While we look for maybe some game, some bait for these wolves, can I just ask you what is going on with this curiosity in alchemy? Because I might be able to help, but I would need some specifics. Especially if Maeve isn't as generous as you were hoping to have her be.
I'm just trying to learn
About what?
about how to make things, anything. I know basically nothing, and where I come from, there is basically no way of getting any information.
So you just want to begin learning
I need to begin. I need the basics. I need to understand.
And it's not for some singular goal, not one thing that's driving you to get it.
Well, it's nothing bad.
I'm not asking if it's bad, I'm asking what it is.
Kayt is gonna like turn around for a second and just like gather and like turn back and look at them and then turn back around.
Well, Kayt, any information that's given to me is given to my sister as well. We're a team, and so I don't feel bad saying out loud, does this happen to have to do with this thing that's been in your family for a long time?
Well, if I tell you, are you gonna tell the whole Gorionon, whatever that is?
Immediately. No, of course I'm not going to do that.
Do I how does that
Get an
look?
insight check.
Oh boy.
Because I would have heard Niall say that as well. In that, yeah.
Yep. And give me a persuasion or deception check, depending on whether you think you are telling the truth.
14.
I don't say what it is.
No, just give me the number.
That's going to be 18.
18. Illien seems earnest as he usually does, but hard to read.
I can't speak for Doxley, but
Again, Doxley just has a smile creep over her face when she's negotiating with Illien. Look, I'm not trying to sound too forward, but I have an idea, but I need some specifics if I'm gonna reach out to this person that I have in mind. So can you tell me anything, because it actually might help you?
You know, in all honesty, it's not that big a deal. My family used to be incredible, successful alchemists. Long time ago. They don't like to talk about it. They don't want to share any of this information with me. What we do now is, it's fine, it's honest work, but it's not what we could be doing. It's not how we could help people the most. And I have something in my possession that's belonged to my family for a long time, but I have no idea how to use it. And I just know, I have a feeling that if I can interpret what I have, that I could do something really impactful. But I literally don't know how to read it.
So it's instructions then.
Something like that, I think.
What language is it in?
You don't know.
Oh, I really don't know.
Yeah, there's parts of it.
really don't know.
Parts of it that are in Elvish,
Yeah.
and you've read those over and over. But
Yeah.
there's definitely some parts and diagrams that are not in Elvish
Yeah.
that you don't know what it is.
I mean, I can look at it enough to know that it looks like instructions, but that's about it.
Yeah, it has like diagrams and
Yeah.
like vials and like it looks like some parts of it look like recipes. Like but
What does it make?
I don't know. But it looks important. Which is why I just don't want it falling into the wrong hands. You understand that?
of course.
If it's something powerful, you don't want greedy people to get their hands on it.
All right, look, Kayt. If you don't know what it is, you've got to figure it out soon, because I don't know if I can convince this person to take up this challenge if they don't know exactly what they're exploring.
Completely understood. And honestly, I trust Maeve. Like, I think that if she likes me enough where I can share some of this with her, she would help me without telling everybody else, you know? She seems like a rather private lady.
The one thing I'd say with that, I don't trust her innately because it appears she's kind of in the back pocket of Bison.
God damn it.
And that, I don't feel good about that.
What, do you think she's working with Bison?
That's what we were told from Ace, whom we saw this morning, and we did a little mission with, but she said Maeve is pretty much the alchemist working for Bison.
Yeah. Well, maybe somebody else is a good bet. I definitely don't want this information getting around to Mr. Bison before I really understand what to do with it.
I do think Maeve is of a good heart. I'm worried about her connections.
I feel like if I can learn enough to learn how to decipher it myself, that is the ideal situation.
What, these things you're reading, you don't understand some of them? Are they in languages you don't understand?
Yes.
Would this be something that you'd wish to show Doxley and I, if we can glean anything I don't know if you speak. Do we speak the same languages? Do you speak
What do you speak?
Do you speak Infernal?
No.
I could do a glossing over and see if I recognize anything.
Would I have any reason to think that an alchemist's notes would be written in Infernal?
If the alchemist either was a tiefling or associated with tieflings, they speak Infernal primarily, so...
But I don't really do I have tieflings in my family?
Not in your family, but
Yeah.
if they worked with your family, I mean, it's already kind of odd that it's not written partially in Elvish. Like,
Yeah.
most of your family texts are written in Elvish, so you don't recognize the language, so it's hard to tell what script it is.
Real fast. Real fast.
I think it's an honorable pursuit, but I don't mean to push you into anything. So if you don't wish to show it to us, that's fine. But
What else do you speak?
Aquan, Infernal, Elvish, and Common.
I would love Aquan alchemy books. Could you imagine?
That would be pretty sick.
All right, sorry. I
Cool.
just lost track.
That would be really
That
cool.
would be interesting. Yeah, maybe later.
Okay.
But
Not out here.
Kayt, if you figure out what it could possibly make, I think I could introduce you to the person I have in mind. But I can't do it unless you know what you're doing.
I would love to know what I am doing, and I would actually love to share it with you
Great. Well then.
once I find out.
Great.
Okay.
Go team.
Thank you, Doxley.
Yeah. Where are you from again?
Saywall.
Where is Saywall in relation to the Ackerman Mountains?
What does she know?
Not super close, but probably the closest of the major cities.
Close.
Like it's further up. It's further up north than some of the other major cities.
Okay. All right, so shall we go looking for some game then?
You see any deer or moose or?
I saw a moose a little ways back.
I will prep. I will get my longbow out.
Sure.
Boom.
Why don't you guys give me, if you're gonna start to kind of wander through this area that's been sort of denoted to you, why don't you all give me survival checks?
Ooh, that's new. Oh, Talon.
12.
6.
8.
Guys.
You guys start to move throughout the woods here, and there is something kind of primitive and stirring about beginning this hunt for the dire wolves. It would be a stretch to say that the citizens of Brunkhollow feel like your people, but this pursuit has a certain element of protecting the tribe, a bloody effort that's not just for sport, but it's diminishing a threat to the people here, to those that explore this portion of the downweald. You kind of creep from tree to tree, hill to hill, ridge to ridge, keeping soft eyes, heads on a swivel, surveying the land and making mental notes of any crevices, critters, caves, and covered dens. Daphne's description plus the notes from the beleaguered dwarf have you searching for a few particular natural landmarks, and you kind of take turns taking the lead each time one of you thinks that they might kind of see some promising signs of recognition. I'll say with those combined survival rolls, you're able to locate 2 of the open locations that were described in Dale's scouting report.
Okay.
The 2 ones that you're able to find are the small it's a very small lake that's surrounded by sort of tall reeds in a clearing, sort of an open clearing between the trees. And the other one you're able to find is what looks like, you're seeing it from a distance because you don't want to get too close yet, but it looks like an abandoned camp of some kind. That in the note it said an abandoned goblin camp. So there's like these kind of wooden barricades in a circular formation. There's a little creek running along the side. It looks like there's even kind of a small watchtower there. It doesn't look like it's in the best of shape, but it's like kind of sticking up past the wooden barricade. So there's a couple old ratty tents that are sort of flapping in the wind. And so those are the 2. You're not able to find that third one. He mentioned like a plunge pool or from a waterfall or something. You're not able to locate that, but you're able to find the other 2. So you're able to see both of those locations. In addition, as you're kind of on the hunt, with those survival checks, unable to locate like a true big game creature like a moose or something, but you see several deer sort of darting from tree to tree, smaller critters as well, raccoons, badgers.
If I see a deer, I'll try to take it down.
Okay. You guys gonna do some hunting?
I I guess so.
Okay. Step 1, get a little bit of bait. Everybody give me survival checks again before you do any kind of attack roll.
All
right.
Gracious me.
And as that's happening, we're also going to pivot and follow the others as well.
Human stuff, just normal human stuff.
A 6 for me.
Oh, 12.
9.
Little out of practice, you guys.
It's been a while.
Wow.
Having experienced one outbreak of Kruthix already, your enthusiasm for trying out some other haphazard footbridge has waned significantly. So with the added caveat of having less fighters in your flock as well, you decide to follow in Mr. Wentworth's footsteps and seek out the sturdier crossing that's owned and operated by Fort Contrition. When you guys parted ways, he said he was headed upriver to go use that crossing. You head south first, knowing that you'll eventually hit the river. And from there, you can follow that upstream until you reach the crossing itself. Before you reach the river, the forest starts to thin out a little bit, and that is, as you were coming in, that was a sign that you might be getting a little closer to the river as the trees start to thin out. But before you reach it, it's thinning out and the sun is really beating down brightly over the treetops, and it's amplifying what is already a little bit of a headache from those blasts and flashes that you endured underground. You were in total darkness, and then suddenly there would be sort of a big flash of light. It's possible that this shining and a little bit of the pounding in the back of your head plays into the fact that you don't notice 3 figures up ahead until you're probably less than 100 feet from them as you're coming through the forest here. It doesn't seem like they've noticed you. And the other reason why you didn't notice them until you got relatively close is the fact that they're standing very still. They don't seem to be in motion. They're not walking. They're not making any noise. No, you're still in the woods here. Yeah, it's not. You haven't even reached the river yet. So you're mostly kind of just in a loose clearing here in the woods. They're either humans or elves based on their height and build. You feel like you'd be able to tell if there was a halfling, a dwarf, or a gnome, something with a more obvious sort of shorter stature. Though one of the 3 figures appears much, much taller than the other 2, like at least a couple feet taller. And the 2 shorter figures both have their heads kind of bowed, maybe kind of in reverence or in prayer. Both of you give me perception checks.
I would love to do that.
As would I.
22.
8.
8.
I got you.
TC sort of stops Morna and kind of gives a quick look, sort of alerting you to the presence of the figures, pointing them out. And with that perception check, you're able to tell that the taller man is not actually taller, he's standing on a stool. He's like standing atop a small footstool.
Boring.
And extending from his neck to one of the lower hanging branches is a length of rope. The 2 shorter figures are talking, but they're doing so very quietly. Maybe a solemn prayer. It seems like they're kind of, it looks like one of the figures might even be holding a small piece of paper that they're reading. And the person on the stool, sort of by the neck, chin up a little bit, length of rope up to the nearest kind of branch under the tree.
So is there struggling going on, or is it like maintaining?
Maintaining, and I'll say even with that perception check, a little resigned. Like the person sort of there is like, he's not sort of wildly struggling, like a little
Like
resigned.
there's no shouting,
I don't
there's
like
no pleading.
I'll say with that perception check, it does seem like the person in the noose has a gag in their mouth, or across their mouth, like a piece of cloth. But not like actively struggling.
And it seems as though because of what's going on, they haven't noticed us yet.
Yes, they have not noticed you yet, as far as I
Okay,
can tell.
I'm gonna like kind of. Are we on a path, or we're just going through the woods?
No, you're just kind of through the woods.
I'll kind of push off to the side, like, behind a tree a bit. Morna, those 3 figures. That one in the middle is not taller. They are hanging up by a noose, and the other 2 are perhaps reading him his last rites.
Good gods. Can you see if they're... Can I, like, do another check and see if I
Please.
see what the clothes are? Like, if they look like clinkers, or...
Now that he sort of points you in the right direction, you take a closer look. They're not wearing like gray or green or anything.
Okay.
No uniform at all. I mean, they're wearing kind of laborers' clothes. Like they look, they're not armored either. They don't look like hunters. They seem like laborers and not of the prison. Or if they are, they're not wearing any kind of uniform.
They're not in uniform. It's like a lynching.
This some kind of local justice is being meted out.
Should we intervene?
Oh God, is that our business?
Knows what this man has done or not.
Who knows what he's done exactly?
Shall we get closer? We would certainly not want an innocent to die. Mr. Welker, you are a righteous man.
We just happened to come by this way. What if we hadn't been dead anyway? I will take a closer look. I'll try to see if I can hear what the hell they're talking about.
Okay, I will go cautiously behind you.
All right, follow my steps.
Okay, give me a stealth check. You can make a stealth with advantage if you're gonna keep a little bit of distance. Just if you're purposely, you won't be able to hear as much, but if you're purposely keeping a little bit of distance.
18.
That is 14.
Great. Okay.
Nice.
Creep a little bit closer.
Here you go, guys.
And TC, quite sort of astute in his supposition, you start to hear some words coming through, and they sound a little bit familiar. It doesn't sound like a conversation. And as one of the people, it looks like a man and a woman that are standing, not the tall person who's actually hanging. There's a man and a woman, and the man is reading from a piece of paper, and you hear him, "My heart is true, and my soul is prepared. Guide me as the stars do a ship, and you will have your humble servant at your shores." He seems to be finishing a prayer of some kind. I'll say that Morna recognizes this right away. It's Journey into Death. It's a prayer, Journey into Death, that is traditionally a funereal kind of passage.
Do I get any, by the looks of them, do I recognize the people, first of all? Is
Nope.
anybody that I've seen?
You do not.
The man and the woman, same age-ish?
Yeah, middle-aged. It looks like one human, one elf, and yeah, not young, but not terribly old either. Yeah.
And the person strung up, I don't know, does there look like there's any family resemblance between any of the three people?
Between the three people?
Yeah.
Not that's obvious.
Yeah.
The man who's strung up is a human,
Okay.
but yeah. No. And I'll say TC, who's a little bit closer, is able to hear a little more, so Morna's not able to hear this part, but after he finishes up the prayer, the woman speaks.
Now, Acton, we're gonna remove the cloth so you can get your last words in. But don't you go screaming. Ain't nobody gonna hear you out here. You just make an embarrassment of yourself. Now, we done right by you, taking you out here. So you just speak your piece, and you take what's coming.
And the two of them kind of look to each other.
How far away are we about at this point?
50 feet?
Holy shit.
He reaches up, and he sort of slowly undoes the gag there. And it seems that he puts a kind of hand there first, and then slowly removes his hand to make sure that he's not going to kind of scream or anything.
And I'll motion to her to get close to me, and I'll whisper kind of what I've heard. Acton's about to hang. He's getting his chance to speak.
Takes the gag off, and you're able to hear. He sort of, he doesn't scream.
All them prayers ain't gonna do me no good out here. You gotta take me past the cusp so they can hear me.
And the two of them kind of look to each other. Shit. We all done gone through the gate, son. We can't risk it. This place is good as any.
You heard that?
Fuck. All right, I suppose, I ought to say I did what I thought I had to. The man's got to care for his family, but I'm sorry that I did you like that. And, I'd like to say a prayer for myself, even if they ain't gonna hear it.
Mr. Welker.
So during this time, I've gotten out my hand crossbow.
Okay.
I'm looking at you, and I'm as best as I can. I'm lining up a shot on the rope,
Okay.
Ooh.
and yeah, I'm gonna look back to her, and I'm gonna say, I'm aiming for that rope. If you hear something that is making you feel merciful,
I will charge.
what?
I will charge.
All right. Wait.
Aim for the rope.
you're gonna
Shoot the man down, for God's sake.
right now?
Yes.
Right before you pull the trigger, what you're hearing as this is going on is he starts to recite a prayer, and he actually sounds like he's starting to recite let the gods take you up the mountain, but it seems like he doesn't know the words, and he's stalling, like he's trying to delay. Let the gods take you up the hills. And like he's trying his best to sort of draw it out, and you can see the two of them are sort of getting a little impatient.
I say we just try to learn some more before we attack. This is just to keep someone alive.
Fine.
The prayer continues. Up the river. Are you firing?
I'm gonna fire on the rope.
Okay, give me an attack roll. This is a tough shot.
Yeah, it is. Am I an unseen attacker? Does that give me advantage?
You don't have advantage on an
inanimate
object.
All right.
You got this, Toots. You got this, Toots.
10 to hit.
And immediately the bolt goes through the air, and they, both of them, draw what are like small, simple short swords, like simple weapons.
Yeah.
They're not like heavy, they're not armed to the teeth. And the first thing that happens is the woman kind of gets in front of the guy that's hanging, and she takes that cloth, and she stuffs it back into his mouth.
Duck back.
Who's out there?
Trying to hide.
Give me stealth checks, both of you.
A 19.
19?
That was stealth.
Yeah.
That is 16.
16. There's a little bit of silence. No disrespect, but this ain't your affair. We three was partners, and we'll be handling this within our circle. So you just be on your way. He sort of listens.
Any insights you'd like to share?
They shouldn't be taking matters into their own hands.
Just curious why someone would be meting out their own justice so close to a house of justice, as it were.
The woman speaks up.
We've tried taking him to Fort Contrition first, but apparently they don't accept no drop-off prisoners. Warrant's gotta come from the warden. So we take him out here where his brother died. Let him rest together.
What did he do to you?
Not that it's any of your business, but if it'll see you on your way, the man done stole from us and put us all at risk. Couple thousand gold shipped off where we can't get it back. This here is justice.
A life for a life, not gold for a life.
Why not have him try to make it back? Earn his life.
No guarantee he gonna come back. That's a recipe for fleeing.
Aren't you partners? Do you not trust your own partners?
Not a partner that steals.
And I'm gonna whisper to Morna now. Morna, you would take 2 lives in order to save 1 here?
No, I would take none.
It sounds like we either let this happen.
What the hell's going on out there?
Shh, try to shoot again. Let the man run, at least.
Oh, gods. I'm gonna
Quick.
try to I want to peer so that nobody sees me. Try
me-
to find a moment to
A stealth check. I'm gonna roll perceptions for both of them.
Okay.
If one of them spots you. The highest was a 18.
Fuck.
You got me.
So as TC peeks out, immediately you can hear like a boom, 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 and he's like pointing into the trees there.
All right. Well, if I've noticed they've seen me, I'll take that opportunity to try to shoot it again.
Okay. You give me a disadvantage shot here.
Oh man.
Come on, buddy.
Oh! Disadvantaged 24.
24. TC peeks out, and there's even a little bit of the glint of the blades that's distracting, and you just focus in. You see the rope kind of swinging but one way, and then the other. flies through the air, and they hear the click of the crossbow, and the woman even draws her blade up to try and like block the arrow coming in, and it just comes in too fast and hits the rope. He starts to drop, and she kind of catches him.
Run, boy!
He's tied up. She sort of catches him, and now she's got kind of her blade at his throat. I didn't want to do it this way.
I did what you asked.
Morna's gonna step out into the open.
Okay.
We understand he's done you wrong.
Done more wrong than you know.
No doubt. A mortal's nature is cruelty. But he didn't kill anyone. A life for a life. The gold can be earned back. Send him out into the downwield. If he has truly gone through the gate, the clerics will kill him.
You mean across the cusp?
Yes, I do.
No guarantee he sees justice that way. Got to see to it myself. Come on now, I'm appealing to your better nature.
I understand. You seek justice. More than you know. This is not the way to do it.
Give me a perception check, or a persuasion
Oh,
check.
I was like, oh, shit.
Oh, God. No. 3.
Oh, no.
They kind of tug and they sort of interpose him between you, blades at the ready. I'll try one more time to take him back to the prison. See if they won't at least hold him. But I ain't letting him out of my sight. I can't do that. My own code won't allow it.
Fair.
Look like you bought yourself a bit of time. Give me an insight check.
Oh, God. That is a 6.
Hard to tell, sort of. There's a lot of heat in the moment here, a lot of emotions riding high. It's hard to sort of pick up on anything in particular. I'd appreciate it if you go on your way. You have my word.
Thank you. For your mercy, sir. She's gonna nod to TC.
You guys start to move by. Sort of keep yourselves a little bit at a distance just to never get too close for the sort of active threat that's there. Even as you're walking by, you know, looking over your shoulder. They don't sort of move to string him up or anything. In fact, the woman who kind of had the knife at his throat sort of plops him down on that stool, so he's now sitting. And they're mostly just kind of waiting to make sure that you don't kind of turn around or fire from a distance there. And you guys going on your way?
Saunter.
You guys continue.
An honorable attempt.
And you almost got him there, I think. Almost convinced me. You're not gonna be able to save every life that you come across.
I know that. Thank you. I appreciate you listening. Very
I'm
good
good
shot.
for one thing.
Very good shot, Mr. Welker. Thank you.
You're welcome, I suppose.
We'll swing back to the direwolf fields here. A little more time spent looking for sufficient game. And with those rolls, I'm going to say the biggest thing that you're able to find is kind of a giant badger, which isn't nothing. It's of a sort of heftier size. It's no buck or moose or something that, you know. What the impression that you get as you continue this hunt and start to think about setting up this sort of lure or trap or whatever you're going to set up is that the carcass isn't sort of big or fragrant enough that creatures are going to easily find it on your own. Mm-hmm. You may need to find one of these wolves and maybe try and lure it there so that they see it and then maybe go tell the rest of the pack that there's food available. So you might, one or more of you might have to put yourself kind of in harm's way and see if you can get followed by a wolf or something to that effect. But between the two spots, you guys can discuss this again. You sort of have your choice between, once again, the abandoned goblin camp and that little sort of pool. As you talk, I'll bring those up as well, so you can take a look at them.
Oh,
Cute.
So we need to draw them out and bring them towards the food.
Yep.
Do we need to bring little bits of food to the openings and then lure them out that way?
I guess we could. Or just get their attention and back away. Show we don't mean any.
Here, buddy. Like,
Yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
then drop it. And then let them have it and then wait for an opportune moment.
Do wolves climb trees?
I think they could probably jump and get you on the lowest branches, maybe, but
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll do it. I'll drag the carcass slowly, get their attention, and then drag it slowly, and then I'll hightail it up the nearest tree and see if we can lure them out that way.
yeah, I didn't expect you to want to do that, Kayt.
Well, I mean, it was I drag you guys along here. It wouldn't be fair if I put one of you in harm's way when I could do it myself.
Well, either way, we're gonna be in harm's way, I think. But I guess if you want to take it sooner than later,
Yeah.
we'll be watching from the wherever we are.
Go ahead and throw your monitors on there for a second.
I gotcha. Now that I've made it impossible to do.
This is the first of the two spots, which is that kind of small lake surrounded by reeds, a little clearing here in the woods. There are trees around, and a sort of a couple rocky outcroppings that you might be able to kind of crouch behind and watch. So this is one of the areas that you passed by and scouted out. And then I'll show you the other one as well.
Is that the Brunkhollow subway system on the other side?
And here is the sort of abandoned camp of some kind. There's a number of sort of wooden barricades, sort of raggedy tents, empty crates, a little shabby watchtower. So those are the two sort of locations that you're maybe deciding between, so you can maybe decide now what you might be more interested in.
I don't know about you, but I feel like it's better if there are wolves within that camp. To have them tunneling out through one entrance is easier than where they could come from all angles at the lake.
We're getting paid per location.
Oh.
So we could do both? Or just see how one goes first?
A clarification on that. The two, when the contract said two locations, it's referring to the two packs of direwolves
Oh, okay. These
that
are
are
just
both led
two
by an
spots
alpha.
of the same location.
These are all in the same general area. The idea being you could hunt out the two packs individually, but this idea is more get them both to come to one
Yeah.
spot.
Okay.
So that would cover both of those locations.
great.
As long as you get both of the alphas is the idea.
Yeah, we pit the two
Alphas against each other.
So as long as you slay both alpha direwolves,
Yeah.
your contract should be fulfilled.
If we only have this big badger, there's no guarantee that if we lure one pack out, we'll be able to get the other pack to come meet them because we don't know that we have the badger.
Well, I think the idea is that we take this badger and we kind of take it on a little walk
A little bloody,
to
a little
the
smelly
entrances
wall.
of all these caves and let the scent sort of linger there, and then they can possibly follow the scent trail to one location.
Shake it around a little.
Give a little
Let
blood
some blood
trail.
out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah,
think
give it
this
a
is a
little
great idea.
shake.
A little shake. Yeah. I think that might work. Okay. Goblin camp first.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Well, at first, it's the only one we gotta do. If we get both alphas, then we don't have to.
But isn't there only one alpha in this goblin camp and another alpha by the lake?
There's some crossed wires here. These aren't the spots where the wolves are.
Right.
These are spots where Dale said we need to lure the wolves to one of these open areas so that they're not kind of on their home turf like tunnels.
Understand.
So none of the wolf packs are not at any.
There were a lot of words on the
Yeah.
video.
It's okay.
We are dumb.
You know,
Next time, Matt, just keep it to one bullet point.
Take wolf to place. Yeah. So the idea being that you should locate or lure to both the alphas or both the packs and lure them to one of these locations.
in that case, I think the lake is better. I don't know. More open so we can attack from
Okay,
angles.
no, that's what I was thinking.
Okay,
because,
cool.
Lots of hiding places.
Yeah.
It feels a little, yeah.
I like lake better. now that I've had a bit of a realization.
Also, you guys, water. You're good at that.
I'm not planning on taking a swim today,
But just in
The
case.
lake's also tiny. It's like waist deep. This is not.
You're right.
Not Slim Harbor.
East Coast. I'm on the West Coast.
Not exactly the Mississippi.
So you want to do the lake, brother?
Yeah, I think lake is better. Get some up on the rocks. Kayt could go into her favorite tree and see how the wolves fight, and then hop in there at an opportune moment.
All right.
Is that fair to you?
Sure.
Okay.
Kayt?
Okay.
Okay, how big is the badger?
I mean, like almost like dog size, like a large dog.
All right, sorry, buddy. And I'm gonna like grab its paws and start dragging it
Okay.
around.
Great. Yeah. You can even, you can drag it for a while. Sometime the terrain gets a little sort of rocky and you sort of sling it over your shoulder for a moment, kind of pull it through. I need you to give me all survival checks and perception checks.
Oh.
Are you following her or are you staying here at the lake?
No, I was gonna see if Illien and I wanted to like I've got some rope and stuff. Like if we could just like.
You guys don't need to make those rolls if you're not following.
Oh,
her.
okay then. No,
Oh,
I'm not.
then never
I'm not
mind,
following.
yeah.
Survival and perception? 21 survival and 10 perception.
And what were you guys doing during
Like
this
a trap
time?
for them to step in or something?
Yeah. What's
That's
in my
pretty
bag?
sophisticated, but I'm down.
I've only got a bedroll, some rope, and a flask of oil, so I don't know if that's much
I'm about to
for
say.
traps. We probably should have prepared a little bit better, brother.
That's okay. I'm honestly not worried about it. I think we get the wolves here. Maybe if we're lucky, 2 take out 2, and then we'll take out the 7 or 8, however many.
All right, well then maybe we should cover ourselves in some mud or something and find a better spot to hide so that the wolves don't immediately get hostile.
Great. I'm gonna go start rolling around. And then I think I will position myself by this outcropping over here, the northwestern one.
Yeah, all right.
I don't know if we want to stay nearby or you want to go to the southwestern outcropping, and we can converge.
I was actually thinking of going in that little pond there.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
Just staying submerged, maybe with one ear out, so I can just hear.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Great. Maybe there's some validity to what Kayt said.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
So-
embrace it, I guess. Oh yeah, see, it's pretty big.
She stands in it like knee deep.
I mean,
It's like a little
over.
over waist deep.
Okay, yeah, so you just take a nice bath with an ear out and then...
Is that's difficult terrain? I'm assuming.
Yeah, to wade through the water there, yeah.
Okay.
Even for you?
Yeah, I mean,
It's not swimming.
It's not swimming.
It's just
walking.
I don't know. You just don't impress me much.
Whoa!
Don't
Okay,
impress me.
before I head up there, I'm just gonna say to her, worst case scenario, I mean, you already know, but get yourself over to me so we can fight back to back, alright? I don't want to fight split.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So as they kind of make their arrangements, Kayt begins to kind of creep through the forest, sort of dragging the badger, keeping an eye out. And you notice that just kind of the noise, the rustling of the leaves, maybe not even so much the smell initially, attracts the attention of some random critters. A deer kind of stops and looks and then sort of bounces away. Another moment as you're kind of dragging it through, you hear kind of some heavier footsteps, and sort of coming through the trees, maybe 60 feet off to your right, is an axbeak, sort of a large bird, sort of a flightless bird that kind of sort of turns. Make an animal handling check.
Okay. Well, I'm holding this dead
Give her the
carcass.
Morna treatment.
Bark.
No! 8!
8.
Oh no, no.
What is it?
Big bird.
The bird starts to charge through, and you see that like bladed beak sticking out.
my God.
And with the carcass sort of that you have with you, you sort of aren't sure if you're meant to drop it, and it kind of
Oh my god! I'm gonna drop it!
and it's gonna go in for a big kind of swipe here.
Did he say what it was? Is it an axe?
Axbeak.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
What are the likelihood that I
think-
could take this thing on by myself?
Possible, but also they will spook if they're not kind of in a flock of their own. If you were to sort of give it a good smack, maybe.
Yeah.
That's 16 to hit.
No.
At the last moment, Kayt drops the carcass and dodges out of the way of its beak kind of coming down. And as its beak comes all the way down, it hits the badger and it almost like cleaves it in two. Like it sticks in and then it's gonna go in for one more
It's
attack.
like right next to me, right?
Yeah.
Can I like take out my talon and try to like?
You can. This is
Poison
12
it?
to hit. That's gonna miss too.
Yeah.
Misses you with another beak attack. Go ahead and give me a talon attack.
Okay.
And are you using one of the poisons?
Yeah.
Which poison?
Ooh, nice.
One of my ones I made.
One of the new ones. you
Yeah,
made?
yeah.
Great.
The special ones.
You sort of press a little sort of button on the claw, and immediately some of the poison starts to leak out onto the talon, and you go in for a swipe.
Come on.
No.
I forbid anyone to use my dice.
10.
10's gonna miss. Two more.
Sons of bitches.
11 to hit. And 19 to hit. But you just used a melee attack, so your AC's +2.
Okay, we're good.
So this time the beak comes in and you bring up the claw and cling, like there's a loud like ringing cling in the general sort of area. You can make another attack now.
Since
if you
I
want.
used it, is it gone now? Even though it didn't hit?
No.
No, I still
it
have it?
lasts for a
Okay.
minute or until
Right.
you hit with it.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's go.
You bat the beak out of the way, going for another talon strike.
Oh, 20.
That's gonna hit. Roll for damage first.
Okay.
What are
I'm
you
panicking.
looking for?
1d8.
Just your.
Why can't I count?
I think it's a D4.
D4.
plus 4.
Okay. And 6.
6, great. So 6 slashing, and then read the poisoner poison for me.
Feet.
Crazy.
My
New
feet.
feet.
Okay. You can. I read the feet card, right? Or other
Read the
one?
poison itself.
Poison itself.
Because that's what it's being afflicted.
Poisoner toxin. Use time, 1 action. Poisoner feet. Once applied to a weapon or piece of ammunition, the poison retains its potency for 1 minute or until you hit with the weapon or ammunition. When a creature takes damage from the coated weapon or ammunition, that creature must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or take 2d8 poison damage.
Wow.
Poisoned until the end of your next turn.
2d8!
And be poisoned.
That's a 7 on its
Let's
Constitution
go.
save.
Wow.
So you now get to roll the poison damage.
2d8 baby.
I can't count. Okay. 2d8.
That's bonkers.
Ooh, math. 12.
12. So as it comes in for one more strike with that bladed beak, you come up under the chin and the poison seeps in and
Sorry.
and you kind of blue feathers sort of puffing up around the creature as it. You have a dead axe beak at your feet now.
Let's go.
I'm gonna like take one of the feathers and put it in my hat.
Little blue accent.
Am I gonna be able to carry this thing by myself?
The axe beak you could drag. It's
Okay.
heavier than the
Yeah.
what's it called, the giant
That's
badger
the
carcass
so the
for
badger
sure.
comes back with an axe.
Give me a perception check as well.
Okay.
Oh boy.
God.
Yeah, I got to use my feet. Why so bad? 10.
10. You just see as you're sort of starting to drag the axe beak.
Here it comes.
Hoey.
Some things moving between the trees, and then you see kind of a
Oh my god.
like a little snout peek out and then disappear behind a tree again.
How far away am I from the?
Maybe 50, 60. It was coming from a couple places, so there seems to be multiple creatures.
And I
closing
can't
in.
drag both of them, right?
You could, but very slowly. I mean, that would be like dragging them.
Oh, but they're smelling the badger, not. Oh.
Might also be
No,
they're
no,
responding
no,
to
no.
the sound as well. Like that was quite a bit of sound that was just made there.
Okay, I'm gonna start to take both of them, but
Okay.
if it starts to get a little dicey, I'm gonna drop the badger and just start moving as fast as I can with the axe beak.
Okay. So you start to. And in the distance,
me.
you guys, as you're kind of stationing and prepping, you hear like some loud bird screeching noises in the distance. And coming back. As you're starting to pull, you see a couple wolves kind of emerge. And they don't immediately charge at you. They kind of like they're circling a little bit, like stalking, kind of, but they keep their distance. A couple times they like crouch low. And as you're dragging, you're keeping an eye on the wolves as best you can, and then you turn your head to the left at one point, and behind one of the wolves that's already peeking an even bigger head, this enormous
Drop in the
snout,
badger.
and
Drop
the
the
ears
badger.
kind of unfurl, and you can see it's kind of almost has like a steel blue eyes to it that open up wide, and you can hear it kind of
Dropping the badger, moving towards the water, moving towards the water.
dragging the axe beak as fast as you possibly can, and you can hear
How close am I to the water now?
from the little pond there.
Yeah.
You might be a couple 100 feet off, like you're off the map at the moment. So you're still
Run.
Jesus.
And as you look over your shoulder, the alpha has started kind of mirroring, prowling toward you, and behind it, like one wolf joins it, and then another wolf joins it, and another wolf joins it.
It's
As
working.
its pack begins to kind of form in a V formation behind it.
Does Mask of the Wild affect animals?
It does, but you can't be in plain sight.
Yeah, I
like,
have
it doesn't
to-
make you disappear.
I'll do it once I
Yes.
climb.
So as you're dragging, you're looking forward, and you start to see those reeds of the lake kind of up in front of you. Dragging the axe beak. At one point, the little beak gets caught on like a log that's fallen over, and you can feel its head kind of pulling. Give me an athletics check.
Come on.
I'm not athletics, Matt. Not for me. It's a natural one.
Oh no! You pull, and in your haste, you pull, and the beak just gets caught so hard that you yank, and boom! And the axe beak's leg kind of comes off in your hand, and the rest of its carcass flumps on the ground of the forest there. And the wolf is getting a little closer.
Oh, I'm gonna try and grab it.
You got it.
Okay.
You're dragging it
You're gonna be
towards
like,
the lake as
come on,
fast as you possibly can.
Kate. You're stronger than you think.
And you guys start to hear something moving through the woods. In fact, you even come on,
Come on.
as fast as you can. You
my
finally
body's
start to
strength.
see her form. And as she's getting closer, you see that she's dragging something much larger than she left with initially. And she's getting closer and closer. You see the blue feathers kind of off in the distance there, and that's where we're gonna take our before Kayt is able to drag the carcass all the way there.
That was the night Kate got eaten in the woods.
Oh, you one-shot that axe beak with your poison.
That was so fun. Yay, Kate.
So does the claw also do damage, or it just reverts?
No, it does the damage from the weapon, and then it makes a con
that's right.
save.
Yeah.
To see if
That's awesome.
So remember that your claw currently now only has one
One.
poison prepped in it.
Yes.
I see.
With the feet, does that mean that you can like make that poison yourself, or do you have to?
You can take an hour and 50 gold to make doses of I think it makes doses equal to your proficiency, so 2 right now.
Damn.
That's so cool.
I mean, it's a good
I
for
can't
2d8
play
damage
for-
is a lot of damage.
Just that one time? Does it repeat? If
No,
it's
it doesn't
poisoned?
repeat. It's just
Okay.
2d8.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no,
That's
it does
2d8
good damage.
And then 1d4. That's a lot.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
2d8. Yeah.
All right, everybody. We had Morna and TC come by a grim scene in the forest, and now the rest prepping their trap here lakeside, and that's where we're going to pick it up when we come back. As always, enjoy the games. We'll give some shout-outs when we get back.
TikTok, we're going offline. Get your phones out for the Powerball. We
Yep,
got
I'm already
Powerball
there.
coming in.
I'm gonna put it in right now.
Here we go.
All right, everybody. See you in a little bit.
Bye.
Penetrating
Stop
precision.
it. Absolutely stop.
You asked me.
Pocodoka says, sounds wunderbar.
Wunderbar. Danke.
Cheers.
Everyone's saying nice things about my hat.
You don't have to go comprehensively. Feats you're considering? Do you want to shout some out that you're just considering?
Do people want to know what was on
Yes.
Oh,
I do.
Haskell?
Oh yeah.
Come on,
yeah, I read
please.
it. You-
Yeah, where's your hat, bitch?
I got a big head too, and that one's stuffed on my dome.
Yeah,
There was a moment
Takes his teeth.
in the baths where I was like thinking about like TC puts his head back and just.
Oh, okay. There's a question about the solo session that's very much revealing what it is. Can I ask it?
I mean, people are gonna watch
Yes.
this.
You're gonna watch it. Oh, I'm gonna watch it.
Bang, 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 bang.
If the Goryanon comes walking into town.
I don't want to say anything about that. Just for now.
I fucking.
We're thrilled that you all are here supporting us. We love you all very much. We will see you next week, and we will dive back in.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletop Notch. We hope you had a lovely break. I didn't hear any shouts of enjoyment, so I assume there was no Powerball win. Some howls of excitement. We're gonna dive right back in. Yeah, speaking of woos, but before we do, would you like to do a little?
Yeah, I ruined that segue for myself, didn't I? That was a good segue too.
Speaking of woos.
Speaking of woos, people subbed. Lowbrass Guy did 2 bits, 22 reached 5 stream streak. You've only been here for 5 streams.
Five streams.
Lowbrass Guy did 20 bits, Cage King resubscribed. Lowbrass did another 10 bits, and then another 10 bits. Random Twitch Guy did 100. Lowbrass Guy 6 bits. Something about TC said he. Oh, it's about being handsy. Spewbox resubscribed. ASYD Rabbit subscribed with Prime. Did you know you could do that for free if you're a Prime member?
It's fun.
Dilemma resubscribed. Master Dark resubscribed. Adria did 100 bits. Random Twitch Guy 300 bits. And then X Slick Back reached 7 streams.
What the?
They've been here.
Wow.
Longer than me.
I've known that person longer than I've known.
Oh, and then Jay Brownie just did 1,000 bits. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Cheers to all of you.
Goodness, everybody.
5 streams.
All right, we're gonna dive right back into it here. And what right back into it means is Kayt fleeing with the carcass of a recently slain. You can smell the poison on its neck as you sort of gave it that kind of uppercut strike, and a little bit of it's kind of spilling out onto your shoulder, blood mixed with poison so that it's coagulating. It's all thick. It's like running down your shirt in a way in these like thick droplets, but you persevere. You start to come into view, and Doxley and Illien can see you, so you guys took those spots, right? So you're sort of submerged in the water there, Doxley, with sort of javelin in hand, and Illien down on the rocks there. And there's sort of, as soon as you can see Kayt, you kind of get up on your haunches, sort of just waiting to see if you need to spring into action. But Kayt pulls the corpse as far and fast as she can. Where would you like to drop this thing off?
Kind of like right next to the water, as close as I can get.
Right near the beach.
Yeah.
And are you trying to do it near a tree as well? Was that the plan?
Yeah,
So there's
like-
kind of those 3 trees that are the closest
Yeah.
to the water.
Whichever
in.
angle is closest from.
You were coming
where-
in from this way, so this
Yeah.
would be the closest tree. This one here.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Great, so you start to heave it in that direction. So she's kind of moving directly towards Doxley in this moment, although it doesn't seem like the wolves have noticed your presence yet there in the water. So you get to the base of the tree, and finally you just let the body drop. And you
Immediately.
can hear like the sound of mouths nipping at your heels. Give me an acrobatics check to leap up the tree there. You sort of put one foot on the roots of the tree and spring yourself up and try and grab the branch.
11.
11, you grab the lowest branch, and as you're pulling yourself up, you just feel like a just nipping. I'm gonna make a disadvantage attack from the wolves. 14 to hit.
No.
But you pull your feet up, yank them up, and you sort of loop your 2
Yeah.
feet around the branch so that you're hanging in a kind of sort of spit roast kind of way. And the wolves nip at you for a moment, and they kind of, and then they see the Axebeak corpse. Start to take little pieces out of it, sort of chunk at a time, and following behind some of the lead wolves, the alpha wolf sort of slowly gets closer. And the wolves that are there at the corpse sort of back off immediately, sort of knowing, feeling its presence. Tosses one kind of chunk of meat, and a couple of the wolves kind of go in that direction.
Can I start to fling myself up onto the top of the branch, like from underneath? I'm gonna
Sure.
go on top, and then
Give
I'm
me
gonna
a
start.
stealth check.
Can I mask the wild now too?
If you succeed on this stealth check.
14.
14, okay. Pull yourself up, and now that you're on the upper side of the branch, you can look straight down, and you
Yeah.
can see the sort of enormous shoulders and haunches of that alpha wolf tearing pieces of the axe beak. You can see that bladed beak kind of shift and get thrown side to side as they kind of work at the corpse. You pull yourself up, you get yourself up to the next level of branches, and then just sort of fade, camouflage into the trees there. You breathe.
Deep breaths, Kayt.
And you wait.
Now the closest people, you probably about equally close now that you've climbed up a couple sort of layers of branches. Doxley and Kayt, you're sort of both crouched there just watching them start to feed.
Waiting for the next one to go.
The alpha's kind of throwing chunks of the axe beak. You see some of the plumage, blue feathers kind of up in the air and then slowly come down. One of them kind of throws a chunk of the axe beak that kind of goes into the water. And the feathers, as Doxley's crouched there, kind of just land on your head. You can feel them drop down on the top of your head. As the wolves are all there, feeding and feeding. It's Illien, who crouched by the rock. You hear,
Let's go.
and you look at the group and none of them are howling. So you look off to the left and you see another of them.
Yes.
Wolves.
Godzilla versus Kong.
And immediately the two of them kind of clock each other's presence. And the two packs of wolves, they start to face off against each other.
Yeah.
And everybody sort of waits to see what's going to happen next, whether the clash is coming. We're going to pivot over.
Normal
They didn't
human.
kill that guy.
Normal human stuff.
Yes. The march toward the riverbank continues, and it isn't long before the sounds of chirping birds is overpowered by a familiar kind of powerful, flowing, rushing noise. You proceed with caution, and you can feel the earth beneath your feet for any hint of vibration, while also checking kind of every rock surface in the vicinity for any what might be dormant tunnels, signs of the Kruthix that you saw from before. Let's turn down that water. It's a little loud.
Powerful stream.
But as you've arrived some distance from where you started, you do seem to be in the clear. You don't see any of those obvious signs of their burrowing. As you peer over the edge of the rocks and down below, the water boasts a bevy of breaching trout and carp, sort of skipping along the surface of the water in unobstructed bliss. As this part of the river where fishing would be very difficult here with the high kind of sided rocks of the canyon here. So they know neither hook nor net. This sort of enviable ignorance as they seem to flaunt their spotted scales catching the sunlight like gemstones in a jeweler's window. It's this barefaced piscatory freedom that stays with you as you wander upstream. Up to and including the moment that you start to see the Clinker Crossing enter into your sights. As both Ace and Dale mentioned offhand, the bridge is still under construction, but it's clearly meant to stand as a permanent access point. They're building this to last. 2 arches of solid stone with a paved deck atop it, easily wide enough for 2 wagons to pass each other moving in opposite directions. It may not be fully finished yet, but it's operational. You can cross it easily. A small handful of green and gray uniformed guards are posted at both ends of the bridge, with a few more that look to be supervising a group that is about to step onto the bridge from the southern bank. So you're on the northern bank, so the opposite bank. There's maybe 20 men and women, varying races, wearing the same off-white garb, organized into 2 very neat lines. And the awkward way that they shuffle their feet clues you in before you see the iron in earnest. They're chained together. At the hands, the feet, and the waist, prisoners from Fort Contrition. They seem to be off to perform their labor obligations at one of the Clinker-owned dig sites. So they're just starting to step onto the bridge, and it looks like a couple of the Clinkers are like inspecting them. They're moving up and down the line. They pat some people down. They're just checking to make sure that there isn't sort of any contraband on them. So that's taking place on the opposite side of the bridge.
And again, so the idea would be they're probably coming from the digs, going back to Fort Contrition.
No, the opposite. They seem like they're headed to the digs from Fort Contrition.
So we're closer to the digs right now. On the north.
You don't know which dig site they're headed to, but you're on the north bank and the south bank. Is it
Sorry,
confusing?
I thought the fort was also on this side of the river, but I guess not.
Yeah, you guys are well north of Detention Pass, and that connects Brunkhollow to Fort Contrition.
Got it.
So this river is not like a river on the map that you saw on the Brunkhollow map. This is a totally different area.
Yeah.
But yes.
Okay.
Based on the logistics, you think they're headed to a dig site rather than coming back.
This river crosses from dig sites to like everything else that we know at this point.
Yeah, I mean, there's several rivers that run through the downwield. This is one of them, and yeah.
Okay.
There are a lot of sighs coming from your direction.
I've never seen such a group of indentured servants coming this way.
They're prisoners.
Yes, on their way to do work, though.
Better they languish in cells? Should they not learn?
I don't know. If it were I'd probably be tittering to my cellmates about how being out in the wilderness like this would be a good chance to make a break for it. And so I just...
They could try.
Seeing this large of a group together makes me nervous that they're going to suddenly try and break free.
They are unarmed, and there are armed guards.
Wouldn't you want to try to run for your life rather than continue to work in these hills for someone else's benefit?
If I had done wrong, then perhaps I would like to make amends.
Things do seem black and white to you, Morna. There is a... You would judge each one of those people over there as having done something so wrong as to give up all freedom.
They have the opportunity to earn it.
Perhaps.
It is better than what we found those people doing. There was an opportunity for redemption. Through work.
Possibly. People come to Brunkhollow here because there is no black and white.
Perhaps.
If you see one in white getting a little twitchy, let me know. And
We will keep a wide berth.
all right. Yeah, did Dale tell us how much it's going to cost to cross this?
He said something about a copper, but I don't know.
That's not bad.
I don't think he said a copper. He said, like, it'll cost you copper to get across, like as if it will cost you some money to get across.
Copper. No.
I will cover your passage.
Oh, it's not about that.
I could never have shot that man from the tree, and you did.
Thank you. I'm flattered. I hope they don't interrogate us as to why we would be crossing. Hopefully
We will say we were on a contract for the direwolves. Came up short. Ran into Kruthix. I certainly look wounded enough from it.
Has Dale already passed this way and told our tale that we would be possibly lying to not admit to right away?
It is not a lie.
Fair. All right.
Are you concerned about these men in particular?
Forgive me if I hadn't shared this with you, or I can't remember. I had a run-in with the son of the warden.
Oh, gods.
Of no fault of my own.
I did not presume.
Good. He's a little... he needles in there, I would say. He slapped me for no reason in the street.
Slapped you?
Yes.
Did you slap him back?
No, I did put the point of my sword to his throat, though. He had too many friends with him.
It would
But
have been hard pressed.
I showed him that
slap
you...
him myself.
Not somebody put their hands on me like that.
Well,
Anyway, I might be known to them.
let us hope that you are not.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Guys, continue on. You start to approach the bridge, and one thing that you notice as you approach is the prisoners have not even stepped foot like fully on the bridge yet. They're still being examined. They're doing a very careful, thorough search to make sure that nobody's keeping anything in pockets or, you know, to make sure that no weapons are concealed, even if they're small. So they're doing a very, very thorough search on the other end of the bridge. As you begin to approach, there is one uniformed, gray and green officer. He has sort of a long spear that's sort of leaning up against sort of a stone pillar by the side there, sort of half under construction. And he sees you on your approach. Sorry.
you'll have to head downriver, find one of the other crossings. This bridge is being built up to become a toll gate of sorts, but until then it's reserved for Fort Contrition use.
We cannot pay you now to pass. Their Kruthic activity earlier destroyed a bridge.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's not our problem, is it, though?
No, sir. It is not. I'm proposing that we pay a toll now.
Well, toll's not set up yet, so the money would go right to me.
Okay.
It's quite a wide bridge. I don't think 2 little sets of footprints would make much of a dent in it.
Probably not. Unless I made a fuss.
You don't look like a fussy sort.
Not particular.
How much is the toll, sir?
How much it worth to you?
How about a gold for the both of us?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh.
Oh, 22.
A down payment for your kindness.
All right. I had a little dwarf come through earlier who gave me 5 silver, so consider it a increase, a tax upgrade.
Right.
Viewed as well worth the expense.
Yeah.
I'll give him the 2 gold.
It's
Slowly.
It's 1 gold.
No, it's 2 gold.
2.
He
One
was saying
for
the
me,
dwarf
one for
paid
you.
5 silver earlier, so now he's bumping up the
Oh,
price.
It's you said 1 for each of us. I
Yeah.
gave
oh.
2 gold.
No,
No, I said 1 for both, didn't I?
Oh,
Am I crazy? I might be
That's
crazy.
what I
One for
thought.
both.
I heard 1 for both.
Me too.
All right. if she hands
If
over
she
2
starts
gold,
to hand over 1 gold, he says,
Yep.
2 gold.
all right, all right.
I heard 1 for each.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna give him 2 gold.
Chat, who's right?
It's not your money.
All right, look, stick close, and if the captain asks, you're providing the FC Intel office with scouting reports on the aquatic trolls up at Shattershake Falls.
Very well.
All right, come on. Gets up from his post, grabs a spear. You guys kind of follow behind there. As you begin to walk, immediately someone he's not one of the people inspecting the prisoners, but he's sitting in kind of the center of the bridge and he's looking off in that direction toward the south bank. And as he hears footsteps behind, he turns and you can see that he's dressed in gray and green, but there seem to be some additional accents on his uniform, possibly some denotion of rank of some kind. And he stands up. What's this then, deputy? I told you no unauthorized passages. More news on the aquatic trolls. They're gonna want to hear this over at the FCI. Those things are a fucking menace. Forcing us to keep a wide berth or risk getting pounded into sand. Well, let's hear it then. What's the report? Oh.
They're
Scouting has just begun. We are in the early stages. Just the 2 of us. Didn't want to get too close. But
Seems safe.
we are happy to bring all we have learned to the offices.
That's great. What have you learned?
I'm sorry, do you work in the particular area that this is pertinent to?
I make reports to the FCI.
Well,
There's 4 of them, and they're more and more aggressive.
Last we heard was 3.
It seems to have attracted another.
Make a deception check.
Ooh, come on, girl. Let's go.
Come on, Morna.
Oh. That is. Oh no, that's an 8.
Reports must not be updated. Didn't hear about the 4th one.
We were very quiet and at a distance. I guess it's possible we got it wrong, but
their ability to submerge themselves for long periods can make it hard to track.
Well, yeah, it's in the name, innit? Aquatic trolls.
yes.
You've hit it on the nose.
All right, so she saw 4. What'd you pick up?
As she said, they have begun to become more aggressive, bulking up their numbers,
and
As you're standing there, you look over and that guard that's escorting you is like, it's like sweating bullets. He's like hoping that you come up with a reasonable excuse here.
Also,
it has, of
there's-
course, begun affecting the wildlife in such a way that we worry they will have taken up an even larger area than a brood this size normally does.
All the rain with the Kruthic activity is making it quite treacherous.
It's true.
Are they headed toward mining site B or A? You said they're stretching out.
Both.
The circumference is widening in
they
both
go
directions.
out. They keep going. Yeah.
They know enough to test the limits.
Yeah, they keep
Come back.
going like a big circle, it seems.
Make deception checks, both of you.
Oh man!
Deception.
Oh no.
16.
Fruitner rated us. Thank you. Welcome.
Come on, you.
There we go. 5. I have a negative on my deception check. I'm wrong.
Morna.
That's a 5.
Shut up.
Sort of straightens up a little bit, pulls at the lapels of his jacket.
Deputy Lester. Filling your pockets again, are you?
Oh, shit.
No.
Oh, no.
I hope there's something left in those coffers for the captain before I turn you right around.
It seems only fair that we pay a toll to you as well.
Why don't we double?
I'm gonna give him
Why don't we double?
2 gold.
I'm thinking 5 gold per troll.
Oh my god.
Ah!
That seems.
Awfully steep.
Does it?
Yes, it does.
Sides of this bridge seem awfully steep too.
Why don't we just take this fair offer and be on our way, Morna? And I'll start reaching into my pocket.
No need, Mr. Welker. I'll take care of it. She's gonna give him the fucking gold.
20 gold, one for each supposed troll.
Back to the heathen you go.
Yep.
Better get that information right over.
We surely will.
The guy that's with you.
Captain.
Starts to walk you a little further. You slowly start to make your way toward the south bank. And the prisoners have begun moving in the opposite direction now. Slowly, sort of the first couple people, the next couple people in behind. Again, they're chained up in multiple places there. While most of them kind of keep their heads very low to themselves, you can see that some of them kind of sneak a peek and even make the briefest of eye contact with you. Just curiosity, seeing kind of who's coming across the bridge. Clearly not uniformed officers of Fort Contrition. You can see an assortment of elves, humans, dwarves, gnomes. There's even one tiefling. All of them looking like their spirit is thoroughly broken. They look tired. They look worn down. TC being familiar with the harsh justice of Piran, you can't help but wonder which ones might deserve to be here and which ones might not. For surely there are some belonging to both categories. A small silver lining is the fact that unlike some other prisons, they don't seem malnourished. In some places, a lack of nourishment helps to prevent rebellion, but you won't get much in the way of useful labor out of, starving inmates, so they don't seem malnourished. One of the prisoners, as you were slowly walking by, is a sea elf. You can see his sort of light blue, pale skin. He looks to be kind of twitching a bit and muttering to himself. You can hear him kind of pulling against the chains a little bit, just a little rattle each time he kind of jerks.
He's distracted enough that more than once the man in front of him has to kind of yank the chain to get him to go forward. Like he's kind of staying. And then he takes a step forward. Out of sync with the rest of the group who are kind of moving very uniformly back and forth. One step, then another step, one step, then another step. Just before you're about to pass him by, you pick up on a little bit of the sounds that he's making, and he's emitting a series of kind of gurgling noises.
Have I heard them speak Aquan, and would I recognize that as?
Have you guys spoken Aquan in front of him?
So yeah.
Sounds a bit like that.
And I know that they can speak to aquatic animals with that.
Yes. And as he does, the gurgling gets a little louder than his mumbling. Gets a little bit louder.
I elbow Morna. This one might be summoning something from the depths over here.
The deputy that's leading the line of prisoners turns back to chastise him. But you notice as you're looking over and seeing this interaction take place that those fish in the river have stopped breaching the surface. And now in their place are heavy ripples in the shape of a V making tracks across the surface.
You guys better.
Another second goes by just before the guard is kind of about to strike that man. There's a... And springing forth and clinging to the sides of the bridge are webbed hands of what appear to be sahuagins and sea spawns, all of them making series of gurgling noises similar to the man, so that the air is filled with this sort of sloppy, sodden dialogue. The deputy sprints to the sea elf and using the pommel of his blade, bashes him across the jaw, and you can see him kind of spit blood, but it seems to be too late to have stopped what the summoning is happening, and one wet hand reaches the top of the bridge, and creatures are pulling themselves up, and one man yells, "Arms at the ready!" And I need you to roll for initiative.
Oh,
Yes.
let's go.
And I need the rest of you to roll initiative for me as well.
God. Big day, guys. Big day.
All right.
All right.
I'll do our little list, and you can keep.
We might be
Oh yeah.
popping back. It's TaleSpire, baby.
That's
We might
true.
be popping back and forth.
That's true.
Let's bring up our little map here. You guys can take a look at the Clinker Crossing if you don't already have it
Yes.
up.
Oh
So
my
you guys were
God.
coming in from, well, you guys were actually coming down the side here. So you came in from this direction,
Yeah.
spoke to the guard here at this end of the bridge being under construction. You're walking across, you're a little over halfway. So you're kind of like around here, and the prisoners, I'll put them on the bridge, are kind of right along this line here. And then there's the other side, as you can see as well. And on this same map, so we can jump back and forth.
Yeah.
The lake here, so I'll go ahead and place Doxley in the water there.
While you do that, 20 to 25.
24.
Oh,
Wow.
shit.
Wow.
Okay, 15 to 19.
It's in this
10 to... Oh, wait, I'm 15.
Nice.
Yay,
Nice.
Docs.
up in the
10 to
tree.
14.
10. Oh no.
What is going on?
I will roll for other things in a
Yeah,
second.
yeah.
So I just need
What
a
do you two
second.
have?
3.
Oh.
9. This dice is in dice jail.
3, Illien?
Yeah, 3 for Illien. So I've got 24 TC, 15 Doxley, 10
We don't get
Kayt,
rocks.
9 Morna, 3
It's so
Illien.
hefty.
Is that what you have? Yeah, that's
What?
Is that what you have?
Yeah, 24, 15, 10, 9, 3.
Great.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
We're all admiring her. Heavy.
Happy.
Heaving
Dice.
dice. Or heaving polyhedrons.
So there's the prisoners that are sort of marching across the bridge there.
Oh, well, that's the other one that had big
Led by a couple of the clinkers
Oh my God.
there.
Fucking
Now, they're all chained to the ones in front of them or side to them?
There's two lines. So all of these ones are chained together, and
my
all
God.
of these ones are chained together.
And where's our bro, our blue bro?
Yep, you guys are. Here, let me get Morna.
This is gonna be some fugitive shit.
This is TC.
And you were being led by a guard of your own who was sort of helping you along. This is the one that sort of smacked the sea elf there with the pommel of his blade.
And where's the guy who took all my money?
The guy who took all your money is back here's a little way. He was kind of sitting, sort of sitting on those kind of wooden beams there. And then you walked past a couple other guards as well. So there's a number of kind of clinkers about.
Oh my gosh.
It's war.
We'll do the sea spawn in a second.
It's a big fat river.
But let's jump over here
Little pond.
where we're gonna put some wolves down.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh god.
So there's
Good boy.
There's only like
Good
3 of them.
wolfies.
Oh, okay.
That's one pack. That's one pack.
Is it time to adopt a direwolf, guys?
Yeah, it's definitely time to
Always.
adopt.
Why not all of them?
One alpha.
Yeah. One alpha per person to buy.
It does say if we kill the alphas.
They'll scatter, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
All right, Morna. We kill the front and back.
there we go.
Prisoner of each line.
So can you see that this one's a little bigger than the others? So that's the elf.
It look a little bigger.
Yeah. And then creeping in this direction, chomping at the bit, is another pack of wolves. I'm going to use a different sort of wolf icon. So there's like black fur and brown fur.
I like
kind
those ones
of.
better. If we adopt one, it's that pack.
We're not
I think we choose the one that's the
a
friendliest.
dire.
There's no friendly direwolf.
Not yet.
One a little bigger.
Wait till they meet
Is a
Illien.
dead direwolf.
Great. So that one's leading his little pack there. This one is leading his little pack here. So that's all the dire wolves. Let's
I am
jump back
far
in the
from
other direction.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And then
Some
crawling up
long-range
the
weapons.
sides of the bridge here, and also are several aquatic creatures.
Yo, let that guard that took your money die, and then you get your money back.
That's exactly my plan.
10. It's worth 10 gold to try to get this guy killed.
10 gold. 20 gold, baby.
I would have paid, but you didn't give me a chance.
Morna is a gentleman.
You should
okay?
totally save
I
his
am a
life.
gentleman.
And then be like,
But not a gentleman.
5 gold per sea spawn.
What I should have done is been like, that guy tried to take a bribe from us. Are you gonna let that happen?
To who?
To the guard who was trying to capture.
Woohoo!
Oh.
Just a little bunch of flying.
Might have gone through.
here. Should have done this ahead of time,
But that doesn't help us.
You're focused on the wrong things.
I know, I should be
So
focused on
No,
some
the
of them
not
are
you,
like
yes.
climbing up the side here.
Oh, they're so cool. They have tridents.
Yeah, they have little spears and tridents.
Give me a trident.
Yeah,
Somebody
that'd be
grab me a
sick.
trident, please.
Oh my god, you need
I
a trident.
want
Yeah.
one.
What?
I want one so bad.
Can you go to Good as Gold and get a trident?
I want one that comes back. Like a boomerang.
A puma trident.
A boomer trident.
Like a Minecraft.
Like a
Do
Minecraft
always
trident.
come back.
Dong.
Yeah.
Dong.
Oh my god, Matt, that's a lot.
There are indeed
Oh,
there's
like-
a lot of creatures.
We have
coming
like
out of the
30
water.
combatants.
Just befriend them.
excited.
Yeah, just go.
Jump into the water.
Okay, so a number of them are climbing up the sides.
Hey,
boy.
yeah.
Okay, so we have a bunch of creatures climbing up the sides of the bridge there,
Seen a
as well as a number of clinkers, and then the
Spooky.
wolves on the other side. So let me add some people to the initiative order.
Okay.
We're just gonna have the prisoners be at the end, so they're the sort of the environment or whatever. The sea spawn
Yep.
are a 9.
Tied with Morna.
They have -1 dex.
I have 0 dex.
Then you get to go.
Huge.
All right, so
Big
spawner
zero.
after Morna.
Okay, the clinkers, 15,
Tied with Doxley.
0 on their dexterity.
Okay, so they're after Doxley.
Okay, and separately from that is also the clinker captain, got a 13.
Okay, so it's after the clinkers.
Right, clinker captain, and then we're gonna do. Well, we got a lot of stuff here. Direwolf, pack 1,
Okay.
got a 7.
Okay.
Somehow.
Oh, I'm
Pack
vibrating.
1 alpha
Oh my god.
Yep.
got a 15.
Also tied with Doxley and the clinkers.
They have a +2 to their dex.
So does Doxley.
Let me double check that, but I think they have a +2. Yeah, +2 to their dex. Give me a
Alright,
quick roll. 12.
4.
So they're gonna go
All right.
four.
So what was that again?
That was
Sorry.
pack 1 alpha.
Okay.
Now pack 2
Yep.
is 13.
God,
Tied with the
Matt.
clinker captain.
They're ahead of that. They're faster than that.
Okay.
Oh my gee.
And then pack 2 alpha is the last one.
That water looks beautiful.
14.
God damn it! I left
I
no
wanna get
space
in
for
there.
this.
Sorry.
14 is the
There's a
pack
lot of
alpha.
stuff.
Pack 2 alpha. Okay, so it goes TC, Pack 1 Alpha, Doxley, Clinkers, Pack 2 Alpha, Pack 2, Clinker Captain, Kayt, Morna, Sea-Spawn, Direwolf, Pack 1, Illien, and Prisoners. Do you want me to write that down for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you wouldn't.
You got
Do you
this.
need a longer thing than that? Is that up
Just
enough?
letting
No, I got it.
everything happen, taking it all.
There you go.
No. Then you come in with the final.
All right,
one, too.
so two combats happening in two different parts of the downwield. We have a bit of chaos ensuing on the bridge here. Wet kind of hands, gurgling as they come up over the side. They put one hand, and then you can see like a trident come up over the top so that they pull themselves up onto the bridge midway through construction. Who is first in the order?
TC.
TC.
Go.
Resounding
So,
20
TC.
What the fuck? We held it, dude!
Right now there is chaos. The guards are in part. Some of them are trying to like get the prisoners down on the bridge to like keep them out of harm's way. They're like, hit the deck, like getting down. Some of them are bringing their spears down, trying to like shove some of the sea-spawn off the side. So you're seeing all of this unfold. The guard that's in front of you, he's Deputy Lester, he said the name was, who's in front of you, immediately sort of gives you guys just a push back, not in a like unfriendly way, just to get you like out of the way because there's one guy kind of coming up over the side there, and he puts his spear down like he's gonna try and stab that one that's right nearby there.
Okay. Nobody's in melee of a Sahuagin or a sea creature.
Not
right?
yet. No, nobody's.
yet.
They haven't quite come up over the bridge like that.
All right, I'm gonna try to use the commotion of the prisoners to get a shot off on the one north of me.
This one over here.
That one
Okay.
to kind of obscure, maybe have it not know where the shot came from. Like,
Okay. It's not gonna be an unseen attack.
no,
Okay.
I just mean that maybe it won't.
It won't be like,
know.
oh, you're that guy.
Exactly. Yes.
That's fine.
All right, then I will start by firing at that Sahuagin. then.
Okay. Thank you very much.
That is a 17 to hit.
17 will hit, definitely.
All right. It will take 10 piercing damage.
10 piercing damage. Excellent.
Nice.
Great. So just as that one is getting its hand kind of up over the top,
We need a better position than this. And I'm gonna continue. Sorry, can you zoom out and or go to the which direction were we headed?
you guys are heading this way. Yep.
And there
Should be
seems to
south, but
there seems to be at least. Yeah, I'm gonna
yeah. There's
head
two.
straight
There's
east.
like that one and that one kind of.
I'm gonna head straight east here.
Okay.
30 feet.
Okay. 30 feet gets you kind of up to there.
I can use a bonus action to dash.
You can.
Ooh,
Yeah.
cutting action dash, baby. I will do that.
Gonna
I'll
go
do
all the way
another
across?
30, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
As you are sprinting by and sort of use that extra momentum to zoom as fast as you possibly can,
Use those
as
glutes.
you're running by that last kind of clinker guard that was there on the bridge, you see him kind of turn as he's seeing you sprint in that direction. Run to detention pass! Tell the first uniformed officer you see that we need help at the crossing! And he sort of goes back as he begins the fight.
Do I know how far that is?
I mean, at least another 20, 30 minutes from here. It's not like not close.
I'm gonna yell back, "No time! I'm better to you here!"
He sort of already is in the middle of fighting, but he doesn't try to dissuade
All right.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, after TC, it's the Pack 1
Pack
Alpha.
1 Alpha. You know what we should do?
Yeah,
Put
Put it in TaleSpire or something?
No, we're gonna do all of the bridge, and then we're gonna do all of the other sides. I'm gonna mark who's
Makes
in
sense.
Sorry.
TC.
So after that, it's the
Clinkers.
Clinkers.
Yep, Clinkers. Clinker Captain. I'm just marking which ones.
Yes.
Morna. Prisoners.
they'll be in red.
Sea spawns as well.
Wow. Hope
There
you
we
guys
go.
can swim.
Okay, Clinkers are up next, so they immediately move to their positions. This one's gonna reach over. He has reach there with his spear, so he's able to reach over the side. What? Is there a wolf floating in the air? Do you see that shadow?
Yes. Flying out.
There is a flying wolf somewhere. I don't know what that
I hope that's on your map.
Right above TC in the lineup.
is. Yes. This one's gonna use.
I think it's safe.
Goodness.
There. This one's gonna run over here to attack that one. This one is trying to tend to the prisoners and is not going to attack this turn. This one's gonna move 30 feet. That'll get them in range to attack that one.
Nice.
Captain's running 10, 20.
No, it's not the captain's turn yet.
Oh yeah, he's separate.
I mean,
sorry.
he's technically next.
Yeah, it's
so
okay.
you can
This one, he's gonna dash 60 feet, gets him kind of up there. Okay, so we've got attacks on this one.
That's gonna miss. The other one on the other side.
Come on.
That will hit.
Hey.
That's the one TC hit, right?
Yes, that is the one TC hit. Now, oops. Oh, yes, I see the damage thing has gone. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I did 16 damage there. This one. That is going to hit.
Nice. Right.
1 damage, or 1 plus 2, so 3 damage. Roll 1 on the die. Oh god.
Uh-oh.
We've got problems.
No.
We're gonna have to mark them.
Oh boy.
TaleSpire never cooperates when I want it to the most. So, that one on that
Is there anything I can help with?
I think I'm gonna be okay. I just need to mark.
Okay.
Can you mark them even just ABC on TaleSpire?
No, I'm gonna mark them. Yeah, let me just quickly make a couple markings. Okay, great. I've got markers for them. Great, so that one gets stabbed by the spear there. And what did I say that one had? That one that you shot now has 16. He did 6 damage to that one. This one over here, that's gonna miss, so he misses on that attack. Okay, that is the Clinkers.
Alright.
That takes us to Clinker Captain, who is going to spring into action, but he's going to have to dash to get to anyone here. So he's going to run to this post kind of here to try and head off these ones that are getting up. And right now he has an axe, but he's using the butt end of it to kind of try and like knock them off back into the water, but he's not able to make an attack this turn. Okay, Morna, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
Noise.
I gotta roll again. What?
Oh my god. Oh my
Come
god.
on,
Oh
come
my
on,
god.
come on.
Oh my god.
What? Wait, it's a 9, so then that actually saves, right?
No.
What is happening?
What's going on?
Oh no! Mess up. Deirdre.
Morna standing here around all these people.
Fuck.
Tries to contain the sort of rising rage inside her. And as she opens her eyes, they're lit up and they're sort of flickering with light.
Like the Exorcist.
And I need you to roll a D6 for me.
D8, right?
It might be a D8. Let me look at
I
that.
know what you are.
my
you
god.
What?
Yeah, give me a D8.
Oh, that is a 4. 14.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Magic infuses one weapon of your choice, so it's the 2 weapons that you're holding. Which do you channel your energy
Bill.
into? You channel your energy into Bill, and as your veins light up with energy, it pours into the Bill there.
Oh my god.
It lights up. And until your rage end, the weapon's damage type changes to force damage. So you Bill in your hand, the metal that's in your hand flickers, and then when the light fades, it's just this translucent sort of purple tube that you're holding in your hand that comes off into a blade on the end. It has changes to force, if the weapon leaves your hand, the weapon reappears at the end of the current turn, so you can throw it and it'll reappear in your hand.
Can I do Barbara? No, I'll
What?
do Barbara. I'll do Barbara. Can I do Barbara? Okay, I'm gonna do Barb.
You channel your energy into the Yicklewo, which
That is so.
Let's go.
TC's like.
I'm gonna throw Barb at this guy right next to me.
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Magic.
Doing.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, that's 17, which isn't because it's Barb. That's a critical hit.
On a 17?
Yes,
What's
it's
the-
17. No, I'm sorry. It's 18.
Yeah, I think
God.
it
Too much
has an
excitement
expanded
for one
critical.
thing.
God.
Sorry. Oh, okay, so that's a
19,
21.
That hits.
Oh my god. Now that she's going
So
crazy, she's
then,
rolling.
that's a D8, so that's a plus 2 plus another 2. That's 5.
Great, 5 force damage.
Force damage.
You throw Barb and it hits the sea spawn as it tries to stay onto the side. And just as it's about to reach and try and grab the thing that's kind of stuck in its chest, it disappears and is back in your hand there.
Oh my
You're so
I'm
God.
gonna
yes.
throw Bill. No,
So
I'm
throw
gonna
Bill, it
actually. I'm
doesn't
not
come
gonna
back.
throw Bill. whack him with
Right,
it.
so you can kind of get up on the edge
I
here
will
and
get
reach
up
over
on
the
the
side. Go ahead and make your attack
Come
there.
on, let's go.
Okay, that's 6, but a plus 5. That's 11.
11 will hit.
Nice.
Okay.
They have no armor.
Okay, great. Then that's plus. So 7 plus 2 is 9.
9, great. So that was 9 plus the other one was 5, so 14 there. Great. So after you get bar back in your hand, you hit with Bill and then wrench it free from the sea spawn. A couple of scales kind of flick off as you pull the bar back, or the war pick back. Okay, any movement?
I am gonna run towards TC.
Okay. It does get to make it does get to make an attack of opportunity. It's gonna try and stab you with its trident there. 15 to hit?
Nope.
That's gonna miss. Dodge out of the way of the trident. As you're running by, the clinker that was sort of fending off that sea spawn.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Man, repercussions.
And then like a sea spawn hand comes up and he has to go back to kind of battling with it there.
He's on his own for that.
Okay, so you moved.
My God.
magic.
This was 15, so you have another 15.
Oops.
Oh, you couldn't have picked a better time.
Oh, the worst case scenario.
so
Worst case scenario.
This is the best thing ever. What are you talking
Wait,
about?
yeah, why would you want to do this?
In front of all these
In front of all the
clinkers?
clinkers?
Yeah.
Crying eyes.
They're about to die. They're all gonna die. Don't worry
Okay.
about it.
Sea
spawner next. Oh god, the TaleSpire isn't. You've
Oh.
broken the TaleSpire.
Oh
No,
no.
it's fine. We'll get through it. I'm gonna do
What is
them all
happening
kind
up
of.
there?
I don't know. It has like a little menu. This is gonna come up. This guy's gonna climb up there. This guy.
I love how they're in like
I know.
mode.
Yeah, sort of aqueous form there as they come up. These ones are gonna climb up.
That guy always gets the captain.
The clinkers are dead. Don't worry about them.
I hope so.
They're gonna get drowned.
Do you want?
It's just pushing them
I'm
all.
gonna kill that guy. That's all
No.
All right.
Maybe after you get the other things that are
I would do it for you.
All right, we're gonna do some group mechanics here. I'm gonna roll the attack for all of them as one attack.
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay.
I like it.
That's a lot of damage.
Yep, and they
Big
make
roll.
2 attacks. So that one's a natural 1. That's gonna miss, and the other one will definitely hit. 1 plus 2. All the clinkers take 5. What kind of damage? Bludgeoning damage. As they sort of, before they stab with the trident, they take their big kind of webbed mitts and smack some of the clinkers. You hear hollow thunks as their helmets hit the side, and then they strike with their tridents as well. 1 more attack. So 2 back and forth swipes, and then a stab with the trident.
Wow.
That is, I think that matches their AC. It does, yes, it does.
Oh shit.
So after the smack with the trident, they take another 4 piercing damage. They stab out with their tridents. You can hear screams all across the bridge. We need help! We need help! Pushing people back off the side. Okay, that takes us to the prisoners, who sort of, a lot of them are kind of getting down on the ground. Both of you give me perception checks.
Oh, natural 20. Let's go.
22.
As Morna's running by, you're very close, and TC's looking back, sort of motioning to Morna as best he can. What you notice is that sea elf that was sort of gurgling that summoned these creatures, one of the sea spawns that comes up onto the bridge sort of spews a few quills, almost like porcupine-esque, that like shoot out, and they don't do any damage. They seem to sort of get stuck in some people's arms and stuff, but the sea elf grabs a couple of those quills and starts to work at his chains there, while the rest of them kind of hit the deck, and they're sort of chained up, sort of hoping that the guards are able to subdue them. Okay, that's gonna take us to the other side.
Yeah, so pack 1 alpha first.
Okay.
Across the water.
All right.
On that, you got your work cut out for you.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of action. That's okay. Pack 1 Alpha. Okay, so he's sort of chewing at the corpse, but they've all noticed the other group of wolves, so they kind of turn their attention over
Look
there.
that way. More meat.
And they are going to charge in that direction. 50. They're gonna dash. 100.
Also, let me get dash.
100 feet.
50 foot.
Now,
Yeah,
you guys are
get
far
away
me.
from us.
Yeah.
Feet.
They're getting closer to you.
Yeah.
100 feet. Yeah, he's up on the rocks up there to the left. 100 feet.
Don't look up on the rocks.
Oh, that was shit. That was the regular ones.
That's okay. Doxley's probably not gonna do anything. And oh no, Pack 2 would be next. Pack 2 Alpha is after
And then
me
pack
and
2. Well, we'll flip them for this round. It's fine. I mean, they're gonna have to clash there, so that's okay. Did you want to attack any of them before they leave?
Fuck no.
Okay, great. Give me a stealth check as they kind of run. And
Oh gosh.
I was actually, I was going to say, can Doxley literally just have like an ear out? Like she's not watching, she's listening.
Sure, give me a stealth check with advantage.
Yes.
You keep yourself submerged.
Let's go.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Oh.
So
Nice.
just as you're sort of watching the wolves, you watch them all turn their attention to the other pack, and you take that cue to kind of submerge, and you just keep an ear above the water to give yourself a little bit of advantage to be able to hear what's going on. Mm-hmm. Anything else you wish to do?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, question though.
Yep.
Between like us waiting for Kayt to arrive and stuff, and waiting for the wolves to arrive, is that short rest duration at all?
That was definitely not
cool.
short.
Okay, great. That's it.
Okay.
Pack 2.
Okay, so the pack 2 alpha and then the pack 2. Okay, so they're all pretty much just going to come together here. Most of these are going to have to dash, but I think a couple of them, the alpha there.
It's like Breaking Dawn Part 2, you guys.
Is that literally what I was thinking of? Sexy wolf.
That was silly.
Okay, they're going to clash here. I think only a couple
Some
of them-
skinny, sparkly boys are like.
Great. So you see that the pack 2 alpha sort of clash with one of the smaller of the pack 1 wolves, and immediately grabs at its fur and tears a big chunk out of its flesh. Immediately, blood kind of running down the side. And I think that was the only one that didn't have to dash, so he's going to attack there. That takes us to Kayt. Up in the tree there.
You saw Doxley like get further
Yeah.
down the water.
I did. I'm gonna assume I witnessed that
You can
happen
see her,
as they
yep.
were running past. Can I see Illien from here?
You know where he is, but I don't think you can see him.
If I get higher, can I see him?
Sure. Yeah, you just get up a little higher. Give me a perception check.
Okay. I'm gonna keep my eye on him because I know they're coming. 19.
19. Okay, you see Illien sort of sword at the ready, just the top of his sort of
I have
great
my longbow
sword.
out?
Oh, sure, you can have your long, so you see the top part of the bow kind of sticking out, and you can see him kind of just peeking his head out enough to see what's going on down below.
Okay. Ooh, and if I come all the way down, will I be able to see him? Probably not, right?
Maybe not from the ground there, yeah.
Okay. I'll head down to the base of the tree just in case I need to help out.
Okay, great. As you start to climb down, I'll lump in with that perception check as well. As you start to climb down, you're trying to make sure that you sort of have a good vantage point of the battlefield where no wolves are going to kind of pop out and take you by surprise. And among the kinds of howls and yips and snarls that are cutting through the air, every swipe of a paw, every gnash of the teeth, you hear something reverberate from deeper within the forest. And though your first inclination is to assume another round of wolves may be making their way to the scent and smell of a fresh kill, this is something different.
Oh.
Something deeper that sort of rattles your belly. And any wolf that isn't sort of actively engaged in a bite or an exchange of bluster immediately turns to kind of just face the source of the noise. And emerging from behind a rocky bluff to the northeast is an impossibly white collection of flowing fur.
Oh,
Pristine to the point of suspicion for something that exists out here in the wilderness. It's a mane, and it's draped over the blue-eyed face of a lion. Its ferocity evident in both its size and the complete lack of camouflage, for there's no need to hide when you don't feel threatened.
Good boy.
And we're going to add to this, unfortunately there was no lion, so we're going to have sort of a tigery looking creature over here.
Good lion.
Make it bigger.
Good lion.
Okay. There we go.
Oh, come on! Look at me!
So kind of emerging up over the edge here.
Oh my God.
So we're going to add the fleece mane lion into the fight.
Are we doing this?
I need that lion fur.
How bad?
17.
Oh my god. That's second.
let's
That,
see.
yeah, okay. Lion.
God, I wish I had a bow and arrow.
Wow.
Oh my god.
So
I
you
wish I
see
had a
that as you start to
fireball.
climb down. Do you continue to climb down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll say that you're able to kind of, you have enough movement to get, grab you there. There we go. So
Let's say I climb down to like that lower branch that I was on when I first hopped
Sure,
up.
yeah, the lowest sort of part of the branch there.
My feet aren't touching the ground yet.
Yep. Anything else you wish to do?
No, that's it.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, after Kayt, it's the dire wolf.
I did the
one,
pack
but
one.
Illien.
Illien.
Oh boy. I am going to stay there.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna prep. I'm gonna hold an action with my bow, just on the very small chance if that lion or any of the wolves notice me and start running at me, I will take a shot.
Okay.
Other than that,
All right.
All right, so we're switching back to the other
Other side. TC.
TC is gonna, having seen. Okay. I'm trying to get a read on your face at this point. You running towards me. You're distressed.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
TC runs straight towards Morna.
Okay.
I was told to go tell for detention. Do we stay and prove our mettle, or do we retreat and you get some privacy?
Run.
I turn around and I run.
Okay, that was, how much was that?
Kill the clinker.
That was 30 feet to get there.
Okay.
So are you
then
cunning action
dash.
or regular dash
Regular
back?
dash.
Regular dash back.
Cunning action dash.
Okay, cunning action dash.
that's crazy. So much movement.
Okay.
All right.
All right. That takes us to the clinkers. No, it's okay. Takes us to the clinkers.
Fort detention.
And you can see immediately they're starting to get a little overwhelmed by the number of sort of aquatic forces here. Again, we're going to do a kind of mass roll here. That's going to miss. All of the clinkers sort of getting overwhelmed by all the sort of flippers and tridents. Clink, clink, clink. Those are going to miss. Who's next? The captain. The captain is going to try and stab and then shove that one off the side. The natural 20 on the hit there.
Oh.
That's the one. No, that's not the one. That's easy already hit. But he is going to do 12 damage there. on the crit.
Mr. Captain.
And then he's going to attempt to shove 19. He sticks his axe, or he comes over the top with an axe to the clavicle and then shoves off the side.
Oh, we love a shove, baby.
This one's going to kind of, this one, yeah. Whoosh, yeah. It doesn't die, but it falls all the way into the water
I
there.
love the water.
Okay,
All
and
right.
then he's going to just turn around to face that one.
It's Morna.
Morna, you're up.
Do I think that a bunch of people saw me?
I mean, one of them definitely did. You saw that guy kind of give you a look as you went by.
But now he's got like 2 aquatic.
Yep, he's preoccupied. he like was looking at you and then immediately, whoa, sort of got preoccupied with the sea spawn there.
Great. Then I'm gonna run up to this guy here on like the south.
your
Is
right
that
there?
the south? Yeah,
This one
on the
here?
right.
Yep.
And I'm gonna throw a barb at him.
Okay. You're right, sort of up over his shoulder there.
Yeah, up over his shoulder. Yep. Oh, that's a natural 1.
That's gonna miss.
Barb comes back though.
Yeah, the barb, it goes all the way kind of down to the water and it disappears and then.
Comes.
Now this motherfucker.
I'm gonna. Okay, that was 18 on Bill. If I can
Okay.
get up close to. Or
Yeah, you
can
can-
I throw a barb again?
You can't. You can't use the same.
Right,
weapon
same
as
one.
this, yeah.
Okay, great. Then I will whack him with
Yeah,
Bill.
as the bonus action, you can use the other one. That will hit.
Cool.
This one has taken a little bit of damage.
That is that's 7
7.
plus.
That's a 9.
9. Great.
Nice.
Great. So once again, Bill sticks in, and the guy sort of gives it a little shove, and thanks. And he goes in
Great.
for another strike.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna run.
Okay. Once again, it's gonna make an attack of opportunity.
No problem.
That is a natural 20.
Okay.
Little problem.
But it's just a. Oh no, it's a trident swipe. Let's take 8 piercing damage, but then halved down to 4.
Yep.
Pokey, pokey.
Okay. And I'm gonna just sort of be going after TC.
Okay, so that was about 20, so you have another 10 feet of move there. So you pretty much get up to
Flying
that
wolf.
pillar there.
Okay. Sounds
All right,
good.
sea spawn are gonna be next.
Okay, the sea spawn. All right, that one, having just been stabbed, is gonna pivot around and chase after Morna here, because it can even reach with the trident there. It's not all the way up. Reach all the way up there.
And I think all the other ones are within reach now. This one needs to move over to this guy.
Nice.
That was your guide there,
That
who's
was
getting
my
ambushed.
guy. Perfect.
This
Deputy
one.
Lester?
Yeah, Lester. Yep, Deputy
Oh,
Lester.
okay,
Lester
great.
the protester. Nice. Good save.
Good job.
All right, we'll do a mass roll here.
Oh.
17 to hit. That will hit the guards and Morna as well.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's just a swipe. 4 bludgeoning, half to 2. They're going to do a multi-attack with another one.
This is bad.
11 to hit. That's not going to do it on the guards. Misses Morna. And then the trident. So 2 swipes and then the tridents. Dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah.
7 damage. 7 piercing. So half down to 3. Yep.
Wow, that is not good.
I think all the guards are still up at this moment. Yes, they are. Although, this guy, Deputy Lester, getting kind of batted around. He's like just hanging on. He might be near death's door there.
How far is he from me?
Do this. 90 feet from you, where you currently are.
They'll take care.
It's on to the other prisoners. If you're done.
Okay. And then the last one is just this
sorry.
guy climbing. That's okay. This guy coming back.
You're distracted.
If you get
Distracted.
Okay.
Oh.
The prisoners, once again, they're mostly sort of just lying low, but I'm gonna make a sleight of hand to see if this guy can.
Ooh.
Wow.
Fuck this guy.
That is a 2 plus something, but not enough. So
Very
he's not. You didn't pop it open, but he's still trying to kind of work on it there.
Matt, just a question. They're not attacking the prisoners at all.
No, not at the moment. I mean, they seem to be flocking to the active threats. The prisoners don't have weapons, so.
Okay.
That's not to say they wouldn't once the guards are dead, but not at the moment.
All right, we're swapping over to the lion.
All right, swapping over.
Goodness,
Yeah,
Mr. Man over here.
like
Don't
this.
smell me, Mr. Lion. I'm in the tree. You can't see me.
Oh my god! Is that the
So
brown nose back? Because I'm
basic.
shitting my pants.
The base.
I feel it in my tum-tum.
All right,
Look at my balls.
Kate, I need you to give me a stealth check.
Yes,
Polly
you do. I'm
Deirdre.
sure you do.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Come on,
16 on his
please.
perception.
No.
Do you have
Do you have an inspiration? Do you have
Yeah, we're gonna make inspiration. Use my inspiration. Use my inspiration.
Kate farts really loud.
And then sucks it back in.
I need to use a good dice. I need to use a good dice. I need to use a good dice.
God.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Okay, that's better. That's better. 18.
18 will do it.
Thank you for the
Kate
reminder.
feels like she's just about to lose her footing and then grabs the branch up above. There's like a little shake of the tree.
And that would have been end of the line right there.
Oh my god.
And it's gonna slowly prowl in the direction of the wolves over here.
Wow.
Natural 1 on this policeman line. Don't do that shit.
Inspiration.
I was just staring at it. I was like, you're gonna need that today.
Okay, that takes us to
Pack one alpha.
alpha. He's gonna go right into a clash with the other alpha.
Yeah, let's go.
That's gonna hit. Okay, another attack. That's gonna hit as well. For a sort of 9 piercing damage there. Immediately, the two of them pause and teeth kind of flying. Fur is getting ripped out. Okay, that's the alpha. Pack 2 alpha is gonna. Oh no, Doxley's before them. Yep.
Not doing a fucking thing.
Not doing anything.
Sounds like things are going great.
Okay.
Well, I would peek my head out to see if that was the lion, like, because I'm only listening and I hear that growl.
That sounded like a lion roar. I would
Right,
say you
cool.
don't have to peek your head out to think that that's what's coming.
Love it. Then I'm gonna be pooping my pants in that pond.
The water turns brown.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Alpha.
Pack 2 alpha, so he's gonna return with a few bites here, a couple bites here. One of those is gonna hit. Okay.
We can just go. We'll be back.
Okay. Pack 2. Okay. So they're gonna swarm in. It seems like they're the alpha is kind of, because it's directing its attention at the other alpha. They mostly kind of go for that. It seems like whoever kills the other alpha first kind of claims the pack, as it were. So all of these are gonna kind of
Floating wolf.
floating wolf still there.
Where is everybody?
watching over.
Who's the wolf god from above?
I know, I love him.
It's your guardian wolf right there.
That's what Kayt needs.
Yeah, that's our
Okay.
pet.
Little floating
Little
ghost
shadow
dog.
wolf.
There we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks here.
Oh, sheesh.
Those little ones, they don't stand a chance.
3 of those are gonna hit. Okay, this alpha is starting to get worn down quite a bit there. Yep. Great, yeah. Just all these tiny little wolves tearing at it. A couple times it tries to pick its paw up, and another set of teeth grabs it, and then it like tosses one of the wolves to the side and trying to stay up as best it can. And then Kayt is up next.
No.
No, thank you.
No. I think I'll be here for a second.
Okay. Give me one more perception check.
Okay. I want to see what happens when
I see
that lion meets those wolves. 21.
21. As you notice, as it's kind of moving through the brush there, as it's prowling closer and closer to those dire wolves, it scrapes up against a couple kind of low shrubs and bushes, and a couple times it just pulls a couple tufts of fur off of the lion there.
Do I think that's gonna be enough? Like, based on my
What's
list?
enough?
I have no idea.
You don't. It doesn't say a number, so
Yeah.
you know any fur is good, but you're not sure how much
Okay.
might be enough.
All right, dire wolf pack 1.
Okay, same thing. Wolf's ones are gonna return fire here to the opposite alpha.
Alright.
Oh,
I don't know.
you're good. It's
Is it more? Is that
Oh
the
my
last
god.
one? Oh, this one.
If you zoom out, can you see the floating?
I don't think so. I think it's in the sky. I don't know where it is. I have no idea where it is.
It's like it's the POV. We are the
Yes,
wolf.
we are.
Yeah, it's the camera.
It's the Mario, like,
longitude,
longitude
yeah.
camera, yeah.
It is. It's getting it's bigger when you zoom in.
Okay, 1, 2, 3,
Ooh, the
4,
red
5,
eye.
6 attacks.
Oh my god.
Oh, I like
1, 2, 3, 4 attacks are gonna hit there.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Okay, now both the alphas are getting worn down by
Excellent.
bite after bite.
This
after
lion's
bite
gonna
after
fucking
bite.
have all of them for breakfast.
Okay, a bunch of tearing rips. You can hear those like yips and howls from the distance. Illien.
Charging me there for a great I'm just gonna, seeing that both of them are low, or the herd thing. Sorry. I'm gonna just hold my bow, and knowing that the main mission is making sure both alphas die, so I will hold an action for I will shoot at whichever one stays up. Is that something that I can do? If like the next
If
turn-
one goes down, you
To
want to
get
shoot
the
at the
other-
other one? Yes, you can do that. Mhm.
nice.
That's what I'm
Yep.
gonna do.
Great.
right.
Okay. That's
back
gonna
to
swing us
your
back to the other
TC.
side. All right, TC.
Do I see you're coming towards me at this point?
Yeah, she is. She's currently engaged, like within 5 feet of that 1C spawn,
Alright.
and then you saw the deputy sort of getting mobbed there at the center of the bridge.
I'm gonna run kind of east, but favoring south. Can I get kind of behind those trees a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Can I do a little cunning action high?
Yeah,
from most
you
everybody.
do so. Does not have its attention on you. It has a little bit of cover because of that. If you're looking at this one because of
Yeah.
that pillar, it has a little bit of cover.
Cover doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to this sharpshooter. Okay.
It is
I'll
full
see-
cover. You can't hit it.
I will. Seeing that it's like kind of right on Morna's heels there, I'll take aim at it there.
Advantage, sneak attack. You have it all.
That is holy balls.
Oh, what you got?
Natural 3 and 4.
Oh,
What's the total there?
10 to hit.
Misses.
wow. Wow.
And even with the sharpshooter, it just grazes the side of that pillar and flicks off to the side. And Morna, you've
TC's
seen TC make some great shots. That was one of his worst.
Okay. It's all right. We've all had bad days.
And
Like mine.
That was about
I wouldn't
Wait,
know.
Avatar.
that was about 20 feet of movement, I would say.
Yeah.
A little bit more movement.
you saw my shit. I'm gonna wait here for Morna to make it.
Okay.
Clinkers.
All right, Clinkers, mass rolls once more.
Come on, Clinker.
Those will hit. And a flurry of spears. You can hear those, like the points of the spears moving between the scales, making kind of a sickly kind of sticking sound. That is going to kill this one because that's the one that the TC shot before.
Nice.
None of the other ones are going to die, but a number of pushing them back. Okay, that is Clinker Captain. That one's dead, so he's gonna go over to this one here, make a couple of business. Both of those are gonna hit. So that's
Nice.
good. And he's gonna take this one out.
Yes.
Sticks his axe into the back of that one.
We're doing a little too good.
Okay.
Morna's next.
Morna, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna hit this guy
Okay.
with Barb. I will once I hit
Barb
him.
first.
Yeah, Barb. I'm gonna throw her. Oh, that's another 17.
It's with disadvantage if you're throwing
Never
it.
mind.
You're within
I'm just gonna
5 feet of
sla-
it.
stab.
Okay.
Yep.
Then that'll hit.
17, and then that's a 5 plus 2, so that's 7.
Great. This one looks almost dead there.
Okay, cool. I'll hit him one more time with.
Yeah.
She's gonna go ew, and then hit him with Bill.
That is 9 plus 5, 14.
14's gonna hit.
Okay, and then
I think you can't kill it, but
so that's an 8.
Nice.
Plus, so that's plus 3. That's 11 plus 2
just
more.
as its gills kind of fleck out in an
Yeah.
attempt to kind of intimidate you, you bring down the bilk of the billhook and it kind of collapses into a puddle on the bridge.
Good
there.
one.
Nice.
Good one.
Great. She's gonna say, I'll run get help and go.
Okay, you say that, and the guy he was kind of winding up a spear attack because he was right there with you, and you down the sea spawn. He kind of looks to you with kind of a knowing look.
Oh.
And he kind of looks back towards.
Fuck. And she's gonna run.
Sea spawner next.
All right.
Good nose, he's toast.
All right, a couple of, we're gonna do a mass attack here. Those are gonna hit. Oh wait, these are 3 attacks. That one's gonna hit. That's gonna miss, and then the trident. That's gonna hit. Ooh, a couple people are going down here. This guy's definitely going down. This guy I think is also going down. Okay, and then this sea spawn's gonna come up here. So he attacked the captain, who got smacked a couple times, but and then this one's coming up as well. And this one goes down too.
Oh my god.
So that went down to the first one, which means this one's gonna.
Oh my god.
It doesn't quite make it there. Are you within 10 feet? You are, so it's gonna use the reach. It can't use the hand attacks, but it can stab at the trident.
Okay.
That's 21 to hit.
Yeah, baby.
5 piercing, reduced down to 2 piercing.
Oh, gee.
Wow.
Okay, that's the sea
Okay.
spawn.
Okay, then
Prisoners, let a hand check. Both of you give me perception checks.
I'm sorry, wait, what?
me a perception check.
Okay.
That is 15.
Great. As you get
30,
stabbed,
20.
you kind of give a look back to see that sea spawn, and TC's like waving Morna, trying to get her to come closer. And as both of you are looking down that direction, you see.
Oh boy.
He's like getting the chains off of him there. Okay, that takes us to the other side.
Lion. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
And oh,
Nice lion.
All right.
Nice lion.
Another 50 feet forward here, and Illien, give me a stealth check.
oh,
God.
Come on, Elle.
Fuck, are you serious?
with disadvantage
Sorry.
because the armor.
Oh no.
God.
Nat 20 and a nat 1.
Shut up.
Bro!
Nat
Shut
20 and a
up.
nat 1.
As Illien leans out to kind of get a shot at one of the wolves there, the sun catches your metal armor, and there's just this
No.
kind of glint. And in that moment, as the lion takes another step, that flash,
Oh my god.
it turns up,
We're in it.
and it starts to run in your
Bring it,
direction.
buddy.
Okay, you got this. You got
God.
this. You got this.
God.
I changed my held action, so I won't fire.
Okay, that's gonna take us to.
Where's that?
Oh my god.
Sorry, it's Pack 1 Alpha.
Pack 1 Alpha. Okay, the Alphas are gonna go at it once
Right.
more. That's gonna
Bring
miss.
it on, brother.
Oh no, that
Ready for
gets
a
two
fight.
attacks.
Here we go.
It's gonna miss twice there. Okay, Doxley, you're up next.
Okay, I'm sensing I didn't understand that roar said I saw a sea elf.
Give me a
flying
perception check, more to see if you can tell the direction that it's kind of headed in.
over. 7.
Yeah, hard to tell. It seems like it's just kind of going towards the noise, towards the wolves.
It's definitely past me now.
It sounds like
though?
it's going further away from you. Yes.
Could I take a quick peek up and just see what's happening?
You can indeed, and you see the lion kind of charging toward the rocks there on the northwest part of the map.
Fuck. Underwater. Okay, I'm gonna look and see if I can see Kayt in the trees.
Is she right there in the tree? Yeah, you
on
know
the
where to
bottom,
look,
yep.
so you can see her there. She's
Okay,
right there at the
I-
lowest branch.
Like, I'm gonna quietly take my hand out and just do a couple quick gestures of like pointing to eyes and then pointing toward where Illien is
Yeah.
standing.
I can see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I can tell.
And so I'm gonna, holy shit, Illien.
Yep.
I'm gonna get out of the water very fucking quietly.
Okay. Are you coming like to the closest bank? You want to go up that way? Where do you want to go?
Let me see kind of where cover is. So the reeds are probably too sparse for me to actually be hidden in them.
The reeds are pretty, like you could hide in the reeds. They're tall enough that you could crouch in them.
Okay, I'm gonna move toward the reeds.
So 30 feet is a dash because it's
Yeah,
difficult terrain.
that's
so
totally fine. Holy shit, Illien.
Oh, I'm chilling. We're doing fine.
Oh my god.
Deep
no,
breaths,
no.
deep breaths.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stay there.
Okay.
Okay, after Doxley, it's the Pack 2 Alpha.
All right, Pack 2 Alpha, and I think Pack 2 as well. After that, yeah, it is. Okay. I think
Pack 1's fucked.
I think Pack 1 Wolf might be in trouble here. One of the Pack Alpha's gonna hit, and then 6 attacks from the regulars. Oh yeah. Okay, so the wolves just pulling at the fur and tearing it down. One of the legs is just torn up. You can see the teeth marks and all the scratches. And finally, it kind of gives one last.
Buddy.
And that alpha collapses to the ground there.
Can I take a shot now at the other one?
You can, yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, that's gonna be 10 to hit.
That's gonna miss. Lose the arrow. There does seem to be enough commotion that the wolves don't immediately turn their attention to you.
After the Pack Alpha, it's Pack 2. Just
We did Pack 2.
Oh, sorry. Okay, Kayt.
Kayt, you're
Okay.
up next.
I'm going to go to another tree, so I'm gonna climb down.
10 feet there to
10
climb
feet
down.
down.
Actually, you can drop. That's even less, like 5 feet of movement there.
Okay, and then how far to the next one?
This
That
next
one?
tree,
Yeah.
it's another 35 feet, so it's 40 total.
Okay. And then I probably can't get, yeah. Okay.
You can dash.
With a key point, right?
No, you haven't used an action yet.
Oh,
so as long as you
okay.
don't make an attack or something, you can dash for free.
Okay, yeah.
You can dash and then use a key point if you want to move
Yeah.
really far.
Let me dash to the next tree, and is there any fur on the way there that I can pick up?
Give me a perception check. So that's 35 to the. What's your total movement?
45.
45. Okay, so you have another 10.
21.
21. There's a nice big tuft there at the sort of one sort of fern that's sort of sticking out, and you take that,
Great.
pocket the fur. So you have 10 feet of movement remaining if you wish to.
Is there What? Oh, is there anything close that I can
Not
get
within 10 feet, but you could use a key point to get an extra dash.
to? Okay, let's do that. I'll spend a key point.
So now you have 55 feet of movement. Where would you like to go?
Is that shrub at the corner of the rocks? Like, can I hide behind it?
Over here?
Closer.
Oh,
Like diagonally for me?
north,
Yeah,
yeah.
all the way towards the white rocks.
You can indeed. We'll say just get there.
All the wolves right
You'd
there.
be hiding behind that, and yeah, the wolves can kind of see you, but you're hiding from the lion.
Okay, can I like full mask hide?
Give me a stealth check.
Okay. okay. We're doing great.
Highest wolf was 17.
24.
Okay.
Oh,
Slide in.
Nice.
And you see the noise of your footsteps, you see a couple sort of lupine heads turn in your direction, but then, and they're kind of in the middle of the fight, so they turn their attention back to the threats that are
Okay.
at them.
Oh my god.
Boof.
Okay, that's gonna take us to
Dire Wolf Pack.
Pack 1. Pack 1, having lost their alpha, is gonna begin to scatter.
Get out of here. One job done.
Well, we gotta get the other half,
Oh, that's
too.
true. Half a job done.
Damn, that arrow doesn't hit. No, hit.
Okay, they're gonna pretty much all run away as fast as they possibly can.
All right, Illien.
Illien's up.
Okay,
Okay,
seeing that coming to me, you said it was a free action to like stow my longbow and get my greatsword ready?
Yeah, we're gonna do pretty, unless people abuse it, we're gonna have pretty loose sort of swapping rules, so you can do that.
Okay, and then...
Because it's pretty easy, like with the bow, you can just kind of sling it over your neck and then draw the sword.
Gotcha. I'm gonna reach into my bag and grab the grenade that I got, or whatever that thing is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a investigation or perception check, whichever you prefer.
Okay.
Because you remember, having been in there, that he was doing something to like arm it or start it, like it doesn't just work on its own.
11?
11, you sort of press, and it seems like you press and one part of it kind of presses in a little bit, so it seems like, and then you remove your thumb.
Roll it down into the lion.
Okay.
Here's a snack.
You throw that down there.
Bless you.
Oh!
You can prime this device and toss it up to 60 feet. He's within 60 feet, where it's going to detonate. Ting, ting.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Upon detonation, the device releases a cloud of steam and a jolt of electricity. A 10-foot radius sphere around the point of impact, which you are out of, becomes lightly obscured. It's like a fist.
Okay.
In addition, creatures within the area of effect must make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw.
Shit, that's high.
A target takes 2d8 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a success. If a creature fails its save by 5 or more, it is stunned until the end of its next turn.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And that lasts for a round.
Until the end of its next turn.
Whoa.
Not the stun, sorry. The grenade, the effect.
The smoke lasts for a round, yes,
Okay.
until Ilien's next turn.
Good.
It's not so heavily obscured that it lightly obscured is not like, oh, I can't see. It's just like a mist that's sort of forming.
You
So-
can let me know if you disagree with this, but having seen this grenade, would it be possible to have not stowed my greatsword and still have my longbow?
No, because you didn't know how the thing
Yeah,
worked,
okay,
so you
that's
weren't
true.
sure what you were gonna do yet
Okay.
in that
That's
situation.
totally fair.
It's got to make its saving throw. Okay, it's gonna fail, but not enough to stun it.
That's okay.
So it's gonna do. It was a 14, which is just below. So give me 2d8 lightning damage.
That stun would have been.
That would have been sick.
That's gonna be 13.
13 lightning damage. So the grenade detonates, and there's like a little moment where it feels the electricity coursing through its body.
Now I'm mad.
Oh
my God.
It did not.
Come on, buddy.
Run, bitch, run for your life!
So,
That was an action.
yes, I'm going to run south,
Okay.
And-
like this way.
or
Oh, south, this
yeah,
way.
that way.
Great.
And as far as I can go, sliding down the hill. Doxley, it's time to fight.
So you get to the edge there, right about to slide down the edge of that hill there. Okay.
Okay, after Illien, it's back to the
Back
other
to the
fight.
other side.
Gotta take care of that
We do.
wolf.
Okay. That takes us to TC.
Can I cunning action hide again?
You can give me. It's facing your direction.
Right.
13. Ooh.
Oh.
Natural 1.
Okay.
Wow, ones
So it
are-
sees you kind of pop out there, so you're not unseen.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Well, I'll still take a shot at it.
Yeah, you also don't have sneak attack. It has reach, so it's more than 5 feet away from her.
Yeah. That'll be another natural 1!
So many
Some of the glint off of the water and so much of the commotion fires off a shot and isn't able to do it. You start to reload once more, but you don't shoot it.
Morna, what the fuck is going on here? You fucking freaked me the fuck out!
Morna's like running towards you with a glowing sort of purple weapon clad in force energy.
Fuck. Alright, how far away is Morna from me?
She is 40 feet away from you.
I'm gonna run. I already tried my cunning action, so
Yep.
I can't use a dash. I'm gonna run towards you,
Okay.
30 feet, to try to take some.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, after TC, it's clinkers.
The clinkers. All right, I'm gonna roll here for the clinkers. Oh, natural one for the clinkers.
Oh my god.
Three in a row. Regular
Oh my god,
clinkers.
it's a massacre.
Clinker captain's up next.
I have one
Rolls
of these.
twice. Okay, well he missed with one, but he got a natural 20 on the other one.
Oh my god.
I think this one's gonna die here. It does indeed. So it takes that axe, misses with the first one, and then a nice big slice across the chest there.
All right, after the captain's Morna.
He's also gonna run.
sorry.
No, it's okay. He's gonna start a run to try and help over here. Okay, Morna.
Fucking run!
This is 10. He's 10 feet.
He's 10 feet from you, yep.
I'm gonna throw Barba.
You can.
Oh god. No, it's not gonna hit. That's a 6.
That's gonna miss.
Oh my goodness.
Goes off and then.
Comes right back.
Okay, I'm gonna turn and run.
Okay. It is gonna make an attack of opportunity.
Well, he's 10.
He has reach with
Oh,
his weapon.
well then fine. I will actually go at him with
Okay.
Bill.
Great.
If that is true.
Yep. So you get within 5.
Oh wait, that's a 19 plus 5.
popping
So
off.
yeah, that's a
going
24.
crazy.
Okay.
Damage.
Does that 19 make it a crit?
That's on bar.
No,
It's-
yeah,
I'm
it's only a
pacing
bar.
myself.
So that's
I'm also,
5
I don't know, I'm
plus
stressed. I can't
3 is that's sorry, 5 plus 5.
Oh, it's a 10.
Great. 10 damage. I mean, with TC's shot, this guy would be dead, but
Oh, why would
take a nice piece out of it.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Is it?
You're still good. You're still.
I'm
gonna,
used 5 feet of movement.
I'm gonna run now.
Okay.
I'm gonna run.
I'm gonna run.
If I was gonna get it,
25. Do you want to use your full
There's a lot
movement there?
going
I would like to use my full movement.
Okay, so this is an attack of opportunity.
Yeah,
You
please.
survived.
Oh my god.
It's the 18 to hit.
Morna.
That is 7 piercing, half down to 3 piercing.
Get the fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Morna.
Still up?
When
Morna
you
looks
say burn,
really
that means run!
bad. Yeah. Guys, I hate this. Yeah.
Okay. That was Morna's turn.
Morna C-spawn.
C-spawn. Okay.
Fuck.
They're gonna mass roll here, but let's make sure. Okay, that one has a target. These two are gonna go to the captain. There's this one. This one's gonna go up to TC. He's gonna go for the closer target here. This one's gonna
Oh god,
dash
no.
there.
Oh god, no. Oh no. Oh.
This guy is gonna start to walk up here, and he has a spear, and he looks off to the right, where he sees Morna, who just helped him kill that beast that was
man.
right there.
Come on, buddy. A legend.
Fucking
He's
hero.
gonna dash. He's not gonna be able. Well, he's looking that way, so he will do that on his turn. But he looks like he's about to dash in her direction. Okay, so the C-spawn need to make a mass attack here. So it's gonna be 1 on this guy, 2 on the captain, and 1 on each of you guys.
Oh no.
We're gonna roll them all at once here. Oh man, 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Is that everybody? That's everybody. So that was the hand attack. That's a natural 1. And then the third attack, the trident, is a 14 to hit.
No.
Miss.
Did you go down to the first attack?
Definitely, yeah.
So this next one's gonna be with advantage, actually, but we'll get to that.
Cool. Yeah. Cool. That makes sense.
Okay.
Morna, that's the first person to go down?
Oh my god.
This guard gets killed.
How many? Sorry, how much damage was that first?
It was 3, half down to 1.
Okay.
Well, that did it.
Okay. So your rage drops. Oops, I just killed
Yep.
him.
My rage
Morna's
drops.
That's
gone.
not what I meant
Sure.
to do.
So now stuff after isn't halved.
Stuff after is not half. He did a natural 1 on the next one, but then
It's all you, Anthony.
so he rolled a 14, but he gets advantage because you're down. So he's gonna roll again on that one. That's even lower. So 14 to hit was the total.
Okay. Then
So even as you go down, he comes in with the trident and just pure chance sort of hits the breastplate. You can hear that like cling clang of the trident against it. So it was so 1 hit on TC, or was there 2 hits? Just the 1?
1.
Yeah, there was 1.
14 was the trident. Was that hit?
That did not
Okay,
hit.
so just 1
Just for
swipe
the-
attack.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
Great. 1 swipe attack, 4 bludgeoning damage. Just TC gets whacked across the face there. Okay, that is the prisoners. This prisoner who has managed to get himself loose is now running.
feet dash. 30 feet.
You know, I'd like to go talk to him.
Okay, I think we're
Okay.
swinging to the other
For the
side.
lion.
Okay.
All right.
Lion, bring it, buddy.
Guys.
Oh.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Shut up, Illien.
Shut your mouth.
Guys, shut the fuck up.
I'm about to get down to one shot.
Did the one down you the one that I didn't kill?
Yeah.
No, that's not true, actually. It was the other one.
Okay.
Oh, it's the new one.
One bite attack and one claw.
The one that's
Yeah.
on you is very injured.
15 to hit.
No.
And 17 to hit.
That is my AC.
That's your AC. Okay. You take 5 slashing damage.
Reduced to 2.
-3 because of heavy armor.
Nice. Oh, fuck yes, heavy
Okay,
armor.
that was
Heavy
its
armor massive.
that was its 2 attacks right now.
Right now?
Yep.
Wait, does this thing have a legendary action?
Doxley, you're up next.
Uh-huh.
It does. I bet it
That would be
Oh, if that's a legendary action, I'd kill myself. Okay, so how far am I from everything?
From what?
From the
You're
action!
from 85
wolves.
feet, 150
So
feet.
fucking far
my God.
away. Okay, I'm gonna use a full 30 feet of movement
45.
to
I'll
go.
put the guardian wolf on you.
Yeah.
Oh, is that where I am? Oh, fuck. Am I out of the water yet?
Yes, you're in shallow enough that it's not doing.
Okay, I'm gonna go 30 feet northwest.
30 feet to the northwest. You're kind of in the bushes there.
Okay. And I'm still really fucking far from stuff.
Dang, we're in a tight spot.
Down to the pond.
I mean, the wolves are there, but
You
Not
can take
within
down the
throwing
wolf.
range, though. They're not within 30 feet, are they?
they're 60 feet away. The alpha is 60 feet, and the closest wolf is 45 feet.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to use a dash action.
Okay. Heading toward.
Great question. I'm heading toward my brother.
Okay. 30 feet takes you kind of up to that tree there.
Great, and Kayt's in front of me there too.
Yep, you can see Kayt sort of crouching behind that bush in front of you.
Is Illien like pinched in any way by the terrain? Like, does he have easy access to
Yes.
get
So
out?
this western wall, I'm gonna say, is like cliffside, kind of coming up.
Oh,
so you
right.
can't like escape to that way. You need to
Got
go further south. You need to go
Got
that
it.
way.
Is there any way I can like pick up a rock and throw it far enough to like hit the wolf?
Action.
Oh, okay,
Can't
got it.
throw, yeah, can't.
I'm gonna shout. Then I'm gonna put myself in the open and shout.
Okay. I mean, you give a good shout. The wolves turn their attention kind of to you.
Okay. But no lion.
Lion's engaged with someone already. It's not gonna kind of.
Who's that again?
Doesn't get
Okay, I'm gonna shout to Kayt. Save my brother! I've got the fucking wolves. And that's it.
Yay!
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. At the end of a player's turn, I can use a legendary action.
Oh my god!
Way.
He's gonna use to make claw attacks as
okay.
legendary actions here.
Claw attacks.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
That is 9 slashing damage, reduced by 3, 6 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's
Oh,
a
you
legendary
nasty
action.
one.
Who's next? The
That is
Pack
Pack
2
2.
and the Alpha. All right, having gotten the attention, Doxley getting their attention, the Alpha can reach. Yeah, it can reach you.
Okay.
All right, it's gonna get all the way up to you. The little ones are gonna follow here, but as it charges up to you, it's kind of like limping as it does. You can see, I mean, it took a lot of attacks. This Alpha is in bad shape.
Okay.
So surrounded by wolves here.
Do they have pack tactics?
They do indeed have
No.
pack tactics.
Oh my good.
But everyone had to dash except for the Alpha
Okay,
there.
that's
so
good.
it's just gonna be one attack here as you square off with the Alpha Wolf.
You got
Tough day, tough day.
17 to hit.
Miss.
With advantage. It's gonna make a second attack. That's an over 20. 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 5 piercing damage as it bites into you.
use Headless Rebuke.
That is their turn.
Oh, great.
Kayt.
Okay. Okay, so I need to get as close as I can to the lion.
45 takes you there.
Nice. Okay, that's not too bad.
He's within 10 feet, so your
Okay.
whip can reach him, but your claw cannot. Unless
Okay.
you use a key point to get closer.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the whip.
Nice.
16.
16 will hit.
Okay.
This will be an easy.
I mean, it's an animal.
doesn't have armor.
6.
6 damage.
Yeah.
Great. That's in addition to the lightning damage from 4. Great. You smack him and that whip cracks and you see a nice sort of gash across the leg of the fleece man there.
And if I want to disengage.
You're not even within 5 feet
Okay,
of it
great.
at
So
the moment,
it's
so
fine,
you
it's
don't even
fine.
need
Okay.
to disengage.
Okay, cool. And I'm not close enough to.
You are not, yeah. You have to be within 5 feet of it to punch or talon it.
Okay, I'll hang out.
Okay.
Pack 1 is out.
Okay.
After Kayt, it's the dire wolf. Pack 1.
Cool. After Kayt's turn, it's going to use its second charge of legendary action to attack
Wow.
Illien once
Really?
more. It has super round. That's not going to hit though. 14 to hit.
You're so shiny.
So shiny.
Okay. Pack 1 is dispersing. Illien, you're up next.
I know there's a giant lion in front of me. Am I able to gather, or like,
Can I hide?
watching out for Doxley, am I able to see the predicament she's in as well?
You saw all the wolves charging in that direction, yeah?
Doxley! Get that fucking wolf! And I'm going to commander strike so you can take your reaction to hit.
Oh, how close does she have to be? Or does she just have to be able to hear you?
When you take the attack action on your turn, you can forego one of your attacks to use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike.
No range or anything?
No.
Okay, I think it might be as long as she can hear you.
Friendly creature who can see or hear you.
He or hear. You can hear him,
Okay.
so you get to make an attack.
I'm doing it on the alpha.
You may do so.
I'm doing it.
Oh, I'm doing it. I got my javelin out. I'm gonna
Yep.
go right over his head and into his neck.
Okay.
All right, but I'm doing melee, so 21 to hit.
Yes.
Definitely hits.
1d6.
Come on, Piercer.
Yeah, hold on. So, okay. I rolled a 2, but hold on. Pierce feet.
Oh yeah.
I rolled an
Oh
eight.
yeah.
I
Anything
roll my
3 or
superiority
below?
die for your damage.
And it adds that.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to use Piercer feet to re-roll the 2 die. 4. So 4 plus what?
8.
8, 12 plus 2, 14 damage.
14 damage.
Nice.
You hear your brother's encouraging words. You see all the wolves around you. You drive the
Nice.
javelin into the alpha there.
Let's go.
Takes a couple kind of staggering steps, and it kind of opens its mouth one more time.
Oh, hell yeah.
And now,
Collapses to the ground.
I know it's not my turn, but just establishing dominance with these other wolves, looking at them and shouting, but it's to her brother. Thanks, now stay the fuck alive!
You pull the javelin free, and you swing it in a circular motion, and the flecks of blood kind of spread around, and all the wolves kind of.
Okay.
And then I will brace with my greatsword and sing that in the distance. Just a small smirk. That's my sister. That's my sister.
Aw.
Let's go.
Illien's like, I get credit for that. That's my
that was my
That's
encouragement.
me. That's
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
All right, that's back to the other fucking
All right.
DC.
All right.
All right.
We're done.
Good job, team. We're
Do
still alive.
I, having watched that last, that final blow on Morna there, does it look like it is readying itself to turn and attack more threats on their feet?
Give me a perception check. Actually, give me a nature check. It's more about kind of the way they react.
Nature is 8.
8. It's hard to tell. It did attack her when she was down.
Yeah.
So it went for like a try and attack there. You can see it can hear the commotion behind it, and it's kind of turning its head. It's sort of looking kind of back and forth, seeing if it's. You get the impression that if it sees any motion from Morna, that it's gonna put her down for good, but that it's kind of looking around. It's a little hard to gauge.
All right. I'm gonna. Fuck! And I'm gonna. This one's within melee of me, the one right
Yes,
there.
the one right in front of you is.
I'm gonna disengage, cunning
Okay.
action, disengage, and I'm gonna run towards the trees
Over here.
first. Again, gauging, keeping my eyes on both of these things.
I would say a pretty confident impression you get is if you were to hide in the trees and it lost track of you, it's gonna start attacking things that are closer to it. It might not go hunting for you.
Yeah. Fuck. All right. I'm gonna disengage turn and fire at the one over Morna.
Are you getting away so you can lose the disadvantage?
Yes.
Is that the idea? Great.
Yep.
Okay.
And does it matter that it's
She's unconscious. I think you don't get sneak attack because I think she has to be.
It just says within 5 feet.
If another enemy of the target's within 5 feet and that enenemy isn't
incapacitated.
incapacitated, she is.
All
So
right.
you do not get that.
Okay, that's fine. I'm still just gonna fire at it.
No.
8 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
No.
Firing at it did get its attention a little bit. I mean, it.
Then I'm gonna continue to go into the woods there. I've used a cunning action. I've used an action.
So 20 feet to get to like the tree line there.
30 to try to get far enough that I can still have eyes on it and it might follow me, but yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay. Get you a little further into the weeds there. Okay.
Clinkers.
The clinkers. All right, the first one.
Come on, buddy.
He has to dash to get there.
All right.
And I think the other ones are close
Oh, and the
enough.
wolf is there guiding us.
Yes, it's
Watching
true.
over. It's your spirit
This
animal.
one's gonna go up to this one. We have the captain as well. Okay, so we're gonna do mass roll here for the clinkers, except for the one who had to dash. That will hit a couple. I think it's just that one, right? Yeah, that one, because this one had to dash, and that's the captain. So gets a strike in, and then it goes to the clinker captain, who's gonna make 2 attacks. Both of those are gonna hit.
Nice.
Doesn't quite. I don't think it's gonna quite kill. It's not quite enough. Well, it's a pretty good roll, but not quite. Not quite.
Fuck.
Okay, 2 attacks. That he hit this one, so that one's looking pretty rough there, and that's gonna take us to Morna.
Okay, death saving. Oh, that's a fail.
Okay, 1 fail for Morna. That's gonna take us to the sea spawn.
All right.
All right, TC, you did fire at it, and Morna makes no movement whatsoever. She doesn't even have kind of a pulse of life in her.
Nothing.
So this one's gonna come over at you here. 30 feet's gonna get it within trident range. He can't make the double hand attack, but he does strike out with a trident. 11 to hit.
Miss.
That's gonna miss. This one's gonna turn around and fight this clinker here.
Soggy sod.
And then the rest of them will do as mass rolls since they're not players. 2 misses, 1 swipe attack. I don't think that kills anybody. Does not kill anybody.
It's okay.
All right.
Okay, that takes us to the prisoner, and I mean,
Good
we don't
job.
need to really do them anymore, but this guy is getting the fuck out of there. He's dashing. He's off into the woods there.
You couldn't like his buddies to follow him.
I'm good.
All right.
Okay.
Over to the other to the lion.
All right.
All right, lion.
Okie dokie. A couple more big attacks here.
I'm scared of that bite.
1 bite, 1 claw.
Oh God.
15 to hit.
Nope.
And 16 to hit.
No.
Oh, okay. Both of those are gonna miss.
Whoa.
Takes a big paw swipe. I don't think it can do anything else right now. It cannot. That's its turn.
Doxley.
Doxley.
All right. Am I getting any sense that these wolves are gonna fuck off?
They do seem afraid, and they're clearly concerned that the alpha's down. However, they're cautious enough of their own safety that if you were to run, they might still nip at you right now because
Okay.
if you tried to just get away from them. So,
And how far am I from the wolf or from the lion? Sorry.
you are still a decent distance. Yeah, of 90 feet away.
Jesus Christ. And it would be if I. Oh no, it can't be double disadvantage. If I'm. Okay, hold on. I'm thinking. Sorry. I'm gonna throw one of my javelins at the lion at disadvantage.
Okay, you can. Yeah, you can't have double disadvantage, so the range and these wolves seem like they're ready to disperse anyway, so not distracting you overly so.
Okay, so with disadvantage, it's 8 plus 4, so 12 to hit. And if I get the sense that it's going off its path,
It's decently on trajectory, but not quite.
I'm gonna use the superiority die.
made
I'm
it.
gonna use precision attack. So a
Thank you.
D8. So it's 8 plus 4. So it's at a 12 right now. D8. We're doing this one. Oh, honoring it. Plus 3.
What was the
so
total?
15. No, 12. 15 to hit.
That hits.
Yes.
Fuck yes.
Nice.
Okay.
So Doxley summoning
for
every bit of
damage.
accuracy. Throws that spear, the javelin.
D6 plus 4.
Dings.
D6. Fucking 9.
9 damage.
9 piercing damage.
Okay.
So critical hit. No. Okay. Yeah. That's
Nice.
that's
a chunk.
it. And did that get its attention? No.
Yes, I mean it reacted to it, but it's not gonna leave active threats to like go chase you down.
Okay. All right. That's my turn.
Okay. It's gonna take its one of its legendary actions.
Oh.
19 to hit. Oh, one on the damage die, so 5 slashing damage. Claw attack reduced down to 2.
Okay.
Oh man. I mean, I guess you're the guy.
Yeah, that's just whatever you took it for.
And that was its legendary action, which takes us to
Kayt.
Kayt.
Okay.
Or sorry, is it pack 2?
Oh, the pack 2, yeah. So now Doxley gets released from her prison of wolves because these start to
Nice,
disperse here.
Yay. One job done.
Would you like an attack of opportunity? You can.
No, I'm gonna save my reaction.
Okay, was that the last wolf? No, there's one more there.
The floating wolf.
The ghost.
He's like, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. It seriously is the POV. Like,
I
what
don't
the-
know. I don't know why we have wolf cam. Okay,
wouldn't want
that
it any
takes us
other
to
way.
Kayt.
Okay, I'm gonna get up in its business.
All right, climbing the little rock there. You're up
Does it
behind
look like it's got like a softer underbelly? Or I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't have any natural armor at all.
Yeah.
It's pretty soft all around.
Yeah, she's a little softy.
Butthole.
Yeah, I go scrape for its butt. No, I'm gonna go for like the tummy.
Okay, up under.
That's
Yeah.
Kind of what?
With my talon.
They do.
I'm
The old,
really
The
awful.
old rectum rip, yeah.
Oh.
not that. I would go for the tummy. With my
Talon.
Yep. So that's gonna be a 19, and I want to use my
That's
feet.
gonna hit, and
Yes.
you're gonna. It's not the feet. The
Oh, sorry. When
the rending talon.
Yeah.
Yeah. The poison.
the poison.
Yes, that is a bonus action, so you won't be able to use certain key points. Are you okay with that?
Can't use any of. I can't use key point at all.
It depends on the key point. Some of them say as a bonus action.
Yeah, I think they're all. Yeah, mine are all bonus actions.
Sure. So you can inject the poison, but it's just you won't have.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Why
Great.
not?
Yeah,
Use
let's
the
go.
second
Do it.
vial of
Yeah.
poison. This is
Okay.
also one of your poison or feed poisons. Do the damage first for the
Okay.
claw.
Oh, first for the claw, right? Okay. So this
If they have the condition poisoned, but if it's poison.
6.
6 damage. Excellent. And so it makes a Constitution saving
yeah,
throw
okay, so
on the
fails.
poison.
Yeah, and then 2d8.
But does it also make it poisoned and conditioned?
Does it do condition poisoned? What is
Which,
the,
where do I read this one?
It's on the poisoned card.
When a creature takes damage from the coded weapon or ammunition, creature must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or take 2d8 poison damage and become poisoned.
And become poisoned.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck
So
yes,
condition
let's go.
poisoned is
Nice.
different than just poison damage.
Oh, got it. Become
so
poisoned
if it
until the
becomes
end.
poisoned for a turn, that means it has disadvantage on most of its attacks.
End of your next turn.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
mine.
Nice.
Yep.
Which is great.
Okay.
Ooh.
Natural 1 on the
Wow.
poison.
Yes!
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah, well, it can't be
Yeah.
eight.
Okay, 2d8. 2d8.
5.
Shit.
Wait, yeah.
4.
4, okay. And it is condition poison.
Oh,
Huzzah.
that's big.
That's huge.
Blade up underneath, you pull it back out, and you can see the blood, the poison kind of mixing with the blood and seeping down onto the rock there. It starts to flow down the side.
Can I gauge how far out my sister is?
Sure. Pretty good estimate of distance. What did we say? It was like 95, right?
90
Yeah, 90, 95 feet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other question: if I got off of the mountain, is that gonna take extra movement? Am I like?
Not going down. You can
Not
kind of
going
slide down. Pretty
Okay,
easily
great.
There, yeah.
I have a plan. So I'm gonna roll the hit
Okay.
with the greatsword.
Great sword.
Yes. Okay. It's all coming together. Dirty 20.
30, 20 will hit.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Nice.
I'm going
Taking
to
a good
use,
bit of damage here.
I'm gonna use my one maneuver I haven't used yet, which is goading attack.
Okay.
So when I hit a creature, I can expend a superiority die to add damage to the roll and attempt to get the lion to focus on me. So it has to make a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, I do not think it is wise.
It isn't.
12. What was the DC?
14.
14. Okay.
So now it has disadvantage on all attack rolls against targets that are other than me
Okay.
until the end of my next turn.
Okay. It had disadvantage from the poison already.
Oh my god.
That's so true.
But you do get the extra damage from the die.
It feels cool. So I'm gonna use it.
Because you already rolled, I'm gonna have to honor it. But
That's
so it
fine.
still does
Why
the
not?
extra damage from the die.
So that's gonna be 3, 4, 8, 12 slashing.
12 slashing damage. Nice. I mean, it looks very much. It looks between the poison, you can see it reacting, and as it's sort of wincing from the poison, you get a nice blade attack in there, and it sort of rears back.
Every fucking time. It scares me. Yeah.
Do I know? I fought against with you enough. How far can you throw a javelin?
30.
Okay, so
30, yeah,
With
without
the disadvantage, 120.
So I'm going to action surge,
Okay.
disengage,
Okay.
and run 30 feet toward my sister.
Okay.
See if I can get it to follow.
Little bitch can't catch me.
Okay.
Okay, and that's it.
Follow me to my
That's the
sister.
end of your turn. The one person that is within range and therefore it's going to use its legendary action here is Kayt. It does have disadvantage on the attack, and your AC is 20 because you use the thing. Disadvantage on a 20 AC. 13.
Let's go.
That was still pretty good with disadvantage. Okay, misses that swiping attack, which is going to take us back to the other side,
See.
to the danger
Oh
zone.
my god.
Now, I am within.
He's
Oh,
10 feet away from you,
baby.
this one creature.
And how far away is Morna from me?
She is about 30 feet away.
I fire at her.
Yes.
Perfect.
I run towards her.
Really?
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's fine.
18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. 3 piercing damage.
Okay.
Roll. With the trident.
I very quickly rifle to see if there is a healing potion in your bag. Do I find
Sure
one?
is, yes.
There it is.
Jesus. Pouring down her gullet.
Administering is an action, so that's to take an action. Go ahead and roll your heal.
2d4 plus 4.
2d4 plus 4.
It's plus 4? Plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, sorry.
5
I'm back up,
HP.
though.
It gets her up, baby.
I know,
That's what
I
it's there
know.
for.
That's actually
Life back into you. Remember, this is a good first time
I
this has come
still
up.
have one failed
Yes,
lesson.
in our
Wait,
But also, he used it as an action. Doesn't that mean full
Oh.
heal? Axe roll?
Yes.
If I use the full action, okay.
You
so-
have, if you're administering, it has to be
Okay.
an action.
Got it.
So that's
But you get
10,
the
right?
full amount.
So that's now 10, yeah.
Yes.
2d4 plus 2, 10.
Oh yeah, if you're administering it, it has to be an action. Does that matter?
Let me
Oh.
see what I wrote.
I would get to re-roll it, I think, at this point.
It's only when you do it yourself. Because you're administering it, you're
Okay.
like trying to do it very quickly, and some of it's
Still
pouring out.
just
Yeah, so it's just a
Still
roll.
Just 5.
Yep. Okay.
And once again, what I was about to say, the reminder is that in our slightly grittier campaign, death saving throws do not reset until a short or long rest. So Morna still has one death saving fail.
Yep. That tracks. That all tracks.
You come to with TC holding the sides of your face. If you do anything other than run from here out, I will fucking leave you here.
I'll run.
TC has his like crossbow in your face.
And then
Oh my god. Run.
the only thing I can do is run, but I'm going to
Use 30 feet.
I've
as
used
an action.
Well, I
You
could
have not used a cunning action.
I could cunning action dash, but I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm gonna see that he's engaged with that one. I'm just gonna stand up. Actually, the last thing I say is, "Stay down for now," and then I'm just gonna turn around and like stare at the one that I just went and walked
Okay.
past. Like,
He seems. I mean, he was attacking you. He seems to have his attention on you for
Yep.
the most part.
and that's it.
All right,
Okay.
after TC,
Got
it's Clinkers.
Clinkers. I think there's just 2 of them left. The one that's near you and the one over here.
God.
That will hit. Okay. And that one, that one there is very damaged because that's the one that TCU is like
taking
shooting
a
at.
lot.
He rolls pretty good on this. Oh yeah, baby! He comes in, drives the spear into the chest, and he wraps his sort of webbed flippers around and tries to keep the spear from going all the way in. One last gurgle, and he sort of guides him back down to the ground. she okay?
Yes.
He turns back toward the bridge there.
What a champion.
Okay, and then the other one hit, but I don't kill that one. No, he does pretty good damage there.
And then
Okay,
the captain.
the captain. Okay, he's gonna once again make a multi-attack on this one here. That's up on the lip. One of those will hit. Good damage. He's gonna slay that one.
How many left?
3 of them. Yep.
I
Okay.
mean, now we have to.
Yeah, now we have.
Well, you do nothing. You.
Morna.
I swear to God.
I mean,
Morna's next.
Morna.
Deirdre.
Morna.
Deirdre.
dude, shh. Stay down.
I told you to run.
Okay, well, she's gonna hop up.
Half your movement.
And how close is that other guy to me right there?
25 feet.
We gotta have a talk.
Okay, I'll run down the road. I'll run down the road.
So 15, and then you can dash. Because that was get up 15 feet.
Yep. Okay. Well, no, I can't do that.
You could, but
Yeah, I'll run.
She stops, turns.
I'll run.
TC's just standing there like, get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Morna runs down the path.
All right, sea spawn.
C spawn. Okay, this one's gonna head towards TC. The other ones are already engaged.
I'm fine.
TC, give me a perception check.
11.
11. Some of the sea spawn, seeing their numbers dwindling, this one that's engaged with the captain here sort of raises up its trident.
Fucking mess.
And you see a few more ripples in the water.
oh my god.
What?
Mass roll here. No, 11 to hit.
Miss.
That's gonna miss everybody, I think. Yeah, everybody's gonna miss there.
God.
Which takes us to the prisoner who's gone. And now we're back to the other side.
Lion.
Oh,
This
God.
lion
God.
is going to make a couple attacks, both with disadvantage.
Is there any chance that with goading attack, there's some way that I got it to focus on the regard?
Give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
They do. The animals, they're not intelligent enough. They usually go for the closest threat.
Yeah,
but you did use a goading attack.
Oh no. That's not great. Intimidation, that's 8.
Yeah, it's too focused on whatever the closest threat is. In addition, Kayt just sort of sliced it,
Yeah.
poisoned it. So 7 to hit. 19 to hit, but that's not
Nice.
gonna hit.
Let's go.
That is the fleece mane.
Okay,
This is
so
Doxley,
Doxley.
I think. Yep.
All right, get me 30 feet closer, please.
30 feet.
And how far am I?
It's within range, but not non-disadvantage.
It's still disadvantage?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
throwing another one at disadvantage then, I guess.
Because it's just 30 feet, right?
Yeah, 'cause I'm
it's
not-
about at 60 feet away.
Not
from you.
sharpshooting no more. Oh, wait, I misread that. 13, so 9 at disadvantage, 13 to hit.
Misses, but close.
Then we're gonna fucking use another superiority die, precision attack, baby.
Okay.
Nice.
Okie dokie, so a D8. Another 4, so 17 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
Nice.
Great,
Very
so
nice. That's such a good ability. Oh my good.
6 plus
Really nice.
4 fucking 10 piercing damage.
Nice.
Doxley.
Oh!
no
God.
Yeah! You see Doxley like puff up her chest, tighten her grip around the javelin, and take a couple of big leaps before throwing one like
And using
rainbow.
her sort of battle master training, you just plant that front foot, and even using the extended range of the javelin, you're able to.
Yeah.
That's
Slow
fun.
motion, we're gonna watch.
Okay, the fleece mane is down.
Let's go.
Fleece slay.
Well done.
Oh, Jesus, I'm tapped,
Mane's
bro.
down there. That is going to end that combat, so we're going to swing
Alright.
back over to the other side.
All right,
Kate's
see.
gonna be like, yes!
You see all the fur like
Start grabbing
dancing in the air.
like money. Just
All right.
TC.
So, first thing is. And like, take a fucking short sword stab up at it.
Man.
That's gonna be. Can I take that back?
You haven't rolled yet?
I haven't rolled yet. What I'm actually gonna do is go. Bonus action
We got that
disengage.
part.
You got that. Bonus action
Bonus action.
disengage. Running towards Morna.
Okay, 30 feet.
In the
All
middle
30?
of that, yeah, all 30. In the middle of that, turning around and like trying to line up a really sharp shot. Here.
Oh, very nice.
I'm gonna take the
Oh!
And your plus is what, 4 or 5? What is
my
it?
plus is 6.
Okay, so it's a plus 1.
It's a plus 1 to this.
And it is a.
It's 15, so
That
16
will hit.
Let's
I will
Big
add
damage.
10 to this. 13.
13.
Oh no, plus another more. 7. 17.
As it turns, you make that noise and you can see it with a kind of a confused tilt of the head, and you use that opportunity. And that creature's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so that's full movement, bonus action. Turning back to Morna. Keep fucking running!
Are you guys leaving the battlefield?
I mean, hearing more things approaching, yes.
That is going to end that combat as Morna and TC
Oh my goodness.
dash off into the distance, leaving the carnage of the bridge behind.
And-
And that is where we're gonna end tonight.
Oh!
Oh.
Wow.
We're gonna have words.
Wow.
What? Why?
Morna.
TC
A
knows
truly saucy combat. Well done.
Ah.
Dang.
Very nice.
Good stuff.
Oh,
A
you're
couple
gonna
of
have fistfuls of fucking fur.
Do you love me now, Maeve? Do you love me now?
kind of like dressed in
Fucking
fur.
Yeah, like,
In the
skin it and put it over your head like Bear Man.
You've got the fleece mane fur. You have what are they? The spinnerets that were also on the list as well.
Yeah.
Also on Maeve's list.
Coming in like Hercules with
welcome.
the Nemean lion fur.
Yes.
We had our first death saving throw and fail of the
Oh.
campaign.
Oh, baby.
Oh man,
Morna.
that was bad.
Never do that again. That was too much.
And that's where we're gonna end.
Wow.
Wow. That was super
Wow.
scary.
Well done,
Fine.
everyone. Thank you for going for a little late this
Yeah.
evening as we powered through the combat, switching
was
back and
awesome.
forth. Everybody had some great moments there. Man, that what is it called? The accuracy attack, or whatever that's called.
Very
Uh,
cool.
Precision
Precision
attack.
attack. Woo, that thing's good.
Wow.
Man.
Part of your fighter subclass?
Well, it
One of
costs
my
a superiority die, yeah. But you get to add up to a D8 to hit. Like that's
Yeah,
massive.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta roll good.
I mean, yeah, that's kind of important.
All right, everybody. That is where we're going to close it out for the evening.
Wow.
We'll be back next week at the same time. Thank you, everybody. You're going to roll through a few things.
Yeah, and also don't forget to join Discord, discord.gg/tabletopnotch, and join the spoiler section for this episode. It's available in the Discord.
It's already up there.
It's already up
In
there.
addition to the death saving throw, Morna failed her
Oh,
rage for the first
man.
time.
That was crazy.
Wild
A
magic?
little wild magic
magic,
pouring through
baby.
Morna's
Wild
veins.
But also
what's
with a
rolling
lightsaber?
The D20 though. That's still not.
She doesn't want to do it.
No.
She's trying to hold it down.
Yes,
Oh,
I
like
think
she's
you've
doing
seen
con
it now.
saves.
She's trying to suppress the wild magic there.
So you are. Oh my.
You are
God,
a
you
magical
singular
person.
thing.
That's actually crazy.
one of the guys
What
who
did
saw
your
it,
family do?
one of the guys who saw it died, but that other one is still alive there.
For now.
For now, yeah.
I ain't fucking.
Oh, yeah. Pour you a drink. Everybody deserves some tea.
We're alive mostly.
Jay Brownie did 1,000 bits. Low Brass Guy did 14
Whoa.
bits. That random Twitch guy did 200 bits. Low Brass Guy did 10 bits. Ali Slayer 15 bits. Another 5 bits. Jay Brownie 1,000 bits, and that random Twitch guy 200 bits. So thank you.
Wow, thank you guys so much. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you again so much for your support. We're thrilled to be back. We were off on Brunkhollow. We're back in the thick of it.
What a way to come back.
Yeah, we're gonna
We're back, baby.
head back to town with some contracts completed and some people to see, places to be,
Some talkings to
and some
have.
talkings to have. All right, everybody. We'll see you on the other side next week. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful week.
Cheers.